Bro, The Outsiders is full of like Tom Cruise, this guy, the guy that did Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Yeah, they also have.
The guy that did no, the tiny dancer guy. The guy in the 80s that women were in love with. The blonde guy. Was it Van Damme?
Probably Van Damme.
Probably.
I think it's Van Damme.
All right, that's a good Google check. But
Welcome to the Nameless Network
shit.
podcast.
Welcome, motherfucker.
welcome.
Today is a fully anonymous episode because
We
we just got a lot of media going on. There's a very heavy week in the news, and we have a very, 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 very special guest today, Pony Boy,
Hey,
the homie.
what's up,
Pony the homie.
Pony the homie?
Glad to have you.
Mm.
I've been waiting for this one.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Honestly, it's been a while. The
been a
only one
minute.
we're missing is you and the Sasquatch, bro.
Yeah.
I'm happy you're here though.
Yeah.
You had a nice new. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
man.
Happy New Year's,
guys.
everybody.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
New Year to everybody.
Time to take down your Christmas trees. Come on, you can't leave them on forever.
No.
Dude, I gotta take out the lights from my house, bro.
What do you mean you gotta take out? You still have them up?
Yeah, I still got them.
Like
up.
hung around the
I
place.
still got them up. I've been alone this whole time
Where's the fam?
in Colombia,
Okay.
and like I put them up for my parents, and then my parents left.
So no,
I literally
no
ha-
appreciation.
I literally didn't turn them on once.
Okay.
Like,
So
one time.
just for pure festivity, but no excitement.
It was for
No
the,
effort.
it was
No
for the
effort.
tradition of making the sun do work on holidays.
All right.
Basically,
That's
in my
fair.
Yeah.
opinion.
That's fair.
But yeah, now I have to take them down. I've been procrastinating the fuck out of that.
I
I
mean-
know I'm gonna wait until my dad gets back and he's gonna be like, "Why are the lights still up?" I'll be like, "Fuck, yeah." I'll do
I mean,
it
you
now."
could guilt trip him and be like, "Hey, I put these up for you, and you didn't show any love."
Yeah.
So.
That doesn't work on my
You could-
dad.
you
My
could,
my
like-
mom maybe, but my dad would be like, "I don't give a fuck."
you could just like set it up so that like they get home and you're like very recently injured laying on the ground next to a ladder with like half the lights taken down and they're like, oh my god, we made him work and it killed our boy.
Yeah,
And then they'll never do it again.
yeah. They should
Guilt
treat
trip
me
It's
like
all part of the plan.
more like a prince. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
No, yeah, no.
No,
I
no,
wish
no, no.
though. I wish my dad would be like, "I'll do it for you."
But that's never
But
gonna
no.
happen.
That's never gonna
No.
happen.
No.
And you
Doesn't
don't
work in my
you don't
house
even
either.
you don't even have your brother to pick up the slack. He's
Yeah,
out
no.
there he's out there
He's
living in
gone. You didn't even have. You guys didn't even have brothers to help you guys out.
No.
You
I
guys
mean,
just
I
did
do.
all of it.
I had two older brothers,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah, they weren't there
you
for
guys,
any
you
of
guys
it.
don't. Your age difference is so far apart.
How far
You're
apart
probably
is it?
helping.
Because I think I've only met your sister. So.
Well, there's the entire Atlantic Ocean between us, so
Oh,
there's
well.
that. And then
well.
and then I'm gonna feel bad for this one because they're probably listening, but I think they're 10 years older than me.
Damn.
See, the younger one was, I think, because I just use it as a reference of when my parents got married, which is 99, a year before I was born. The younger one was 9, the older one was 12 or 13, I think.
Honestly,
Gotcha.
if I was your
So,
siblings, I'd
yeah.
be extremely disrespected at the fact that you don't know my age. You should
gave it-
low-key beat the fuck out of
I,
him.
It's like, what are you doing? You're our blood.
Just put brother
Kin.
1, brother 2.
bro, could whack the shit out of me.
Bro,
for
this
sure.
could whack the shit out of all of us, dude.
Yeah.
We practiced rugby with him one time.
Okay. Before we
And-
cross the ocean.
Before. No. After. He was just coming to
okay.
visit
Yeah.
him and his dad and,
Gotcha.
and his sister. And his dad puts him to play with us. Mind you, this guy's like 28. I think maybe even 30 at this point.
No, at the time he was, mid to late 20s. I
Yeah,
think
he was
28
like 26,
about
28.
Okay.
And holy fuck was that guy built like a rock. I don't know what they feed them there in England or how they're training.
Okay.
Got thick thighs. Shoulder on the
Euro-
thigh,
European
hurts
food
the
is different.
shoulder.
Yeah.
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 What happened to you?
Fucking-
You
Yeah.
God damn it, bro. Nah, I got my mom's build. A little skinny boy.
But you're,
My dad's
you're
kinda
taller
stout.
than your siblings now, though, right?
You're taller than the older ones
Yeah,
too.
I'm taller than my older.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
But yeah, I mean, you see my dad. He's like more stout.
Okay.
My dad's like 5'8", I think, 5'9",
Gotcha.
maybe.
Your dad's
my
like my
mom's-
height.
Yeah, my mom's like the same height as him. And it's like my uncle on my mom's side is like 6'2" or something, 6'3" maybe.
Mm.
And then
The
his
European
son
ones.
is a fucking building.
Mm.
That motherfucker's like 6'3" also.
Okay.
So
So you got the good genes either way.
yeah, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna beat the fuck out of you, bro. My brothers.
I'll take them. I'll see what happens.
bro. Don't let this man deceive you. I've seen this man lift an crazy amount of weight.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
Fucking retarded amount of weight.
I might not look like the biggest guy, but I can lift with the biggest
Pony
guy.
boy's jacked.
Holy
Have you
fucking
been
shit.
going to the gym?
No,
You
so
look a
actually,
little lighter.
funny topic to bring up. I went over to an orthopedic yesterday to get my chest checked out because about 2.5 years ago, I was lifting with one of our friends, and I decided to say, hey, why don't we do a little incline bench competition? Sure, why not, right? And
Right.
I'm pretty good at incline bench. So we get there and we put, 135, nothing crazy. Started putting more weight, got up to 185. Typically my standard weight for about 3 reps, total sets, let's say 4, let's say 225. I said, you know what, I'm gonna keep it at 185, not over damage my body, right?
Sure.
We get to 185 and I said, let's do it for 3 sets, 6 reps. He couldn't even do it. We just went down to, I think, 155 for him for reps. And within the second set, this was 2.5 years ago, right? So I haven't gotten checked since yesterday. I'm pretty sure, and this was for 2 years, that I tore or partially ruptured my chest, my tendon that connects from that tissue to the chest itself, the pectoralis.
That was 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. So since that point, I never checked with a doctor. Just kept it super.
This guy was out
cautious.
benching me with a torn fucking.
Yeah, that's true.
It
That's
was
true.
him?
Yeah, that's true. Because
It was you.
Because you would come to my gym and you started becoming a member,
Yeah.
and I was still super cautious of the chest, but I still could lift a good amount. So yes, I was a little stubborn.
So you're telling me every single time I worked out with you,
Yes.
you were injured?
Yes.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's harsh.
Yeah. So this year, last year, right? I started realizing, hey, maybe I should go check this out. So I started really lowering the amount of weight, losing body weight just for law school and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I said, fuck it. I got to go get it checked. Maybe I need surgery. And I got super scared about it. Went to go check. They did an x-ray. Didn't even do an MRI, mind you. Went to this great orthopedic doctor. He's out in Plantation somewhere out there. Fantastic guy. And he comes into the room 30 minutes later, and I'm just sitting there thinking, did I fuck up? Did I just ruin my entire physical career? No. He walks in, he looks at me, and he goes, you don't need anything. What you have is a bump. It's a partial tear. You will have it for life, but there's no surgery needed. And
Fire.
that was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. But then it came to my mind. So wait, I'm going to have a bump, like a little thing on my chest. And I tell him that exact thing. And he says, brother, in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to just translate it for the English
Yeah,
audience.
you could just say it in
I can
Spanish.
say it.
Who cares? Yeah, it's-
No vaya buscando cosas donde no hay, right? So don't look for bad things
Yeah.
where there aren't any bad things.
Yeah, if it
Mind
ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Though it's partially broke.
Partially broken, but the full tendon is intact,
Well worn.
well worn, right? So no issues. But I said, are you sure? Like, what if I get surgery? He's like, well, 3 things. First thing, if you get the surgery, it's purely cosmetic for the short term because that surgery could not last with what you're putting into your body. You could stop working out altogether and be fine for the rest of your life. But if you keep going, that surgery is going to be null and void. You lose it,
Yeah.
bump is back. Second
Really?
thing, you could get an infection. Not common, not whatsoever, but you could still get it and it could make it worse. And you could just ultimately be
It'd
deformed.
be crazy to die from a booby infection. Bro.
100%.
That's a guy.
100%. I mean, for those who have breast
Gyno.
cancer,
Breast
gyno,
cancer.
breast
Oh,
cancer.
gyno?
Yeah. My uncle, he had breast cancer like 2 or 3 years ago, and they
Wait,
had to take out his
you
nipple.
can get.
Of
men
course.
men that have gyno basically have like a miniature boobie, and you can
Really?
like the
Yeah,
same
and you
tissue.
can develop
yeah.
you can develop benign or malignant tumors in that area, and they have to
Yeah,
take it
yeah.
out.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like,
I didn't know that.
do you remember there was one time that we played for Lightning that there was a guy, like a prop, that had like actual boobs? An African American gentleman.
Yeah, I think
See,
maybe.
There's
Sure.
like more severe levels of gyno. That level of gyno, you're at risk of breast cancer.
Really.
And they're
Yeah.
for sure more common than
Well, I
you
mean,
think.
yeah, okay, makes sense. It's,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
the tissue. It's
Yeah.
that kind of cancer.
It sucks. But yeah, the doctor ended up saying, look, like, just live your life. Just do what you need to do. Because the third option was he could go in there, make it worse, and I would just have a scar for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
no, pretty.
Not.
I
not
wouldn't
worth
want to
it.
do that if I want to go to the beach and get a little
Yeah.
tanning. Oh, I have to put something over my
Mhm.
scar for the time being. It's just a lot of recuperation. Because if I were to get the surgery, it would be a month of being in a sling, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
And then about 6 to 8 months of no physical activity. No
Oof.
gym, no nothing. I wouldn't be able to do lower body, abdominal, back,
You
nothing.
can't even like
Nothing.
pay pickleball.
Nothing.
Whoa,
Even though it's not, like,
fuck
dominant,
that.
Because it's It's just like muscles are
It's just muscle.
tensing,
Yeah.
going and like stabilizing your body.
Whatever movement. I mean, you could sleep, obviously.
So it's like
dog,
at most
but-
you can like walk around. So that's it.
Yeah. Of
Open a
course.
door maybe.
That
course.
sucks, bro. It always has like boggled my mind how important every single part of your body is.
Of course, everything is connected.
Like
to one thing.
exactly. If you fucking hurt your forearm somehow and you're trying to do an exercise you didn't even think about involved your forearm, I don't know where you understand how valuable your forearm is because
100%.
so much pain and
Well-
how much you use it. You know.
Yeah, that knock-on effect shit. I live it constantly. It's I mean, I've been to the gym with both of you guys. You guys always see me. If I'm benching, I'll reach a point where it's always when I fail a bench, it's my right side, and that's I think at least I don't have the MRI. I don't have the whole thing.
That's not on you.
That's
but
not on
it's,
you.
No, it's sure it's on me, but it's like if it's always the right side, what is it? Well, I have a broken collarbone here, and my shit fused like closer in than it's supposed to.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
not your
at
fault,
some
bro.
Point, I'm missing some kind of leverage there,
Sure.
and the
not your
tendons
fault.
are
They're just not
I
firing
can tell
where
you
they need
that
something
leverage
up.
thing you said is probably true because the length of your torso compared to the width of your torso doesn't seem like it was supposed to go in that direction. It's like what happened to the Chupacabra in his hip when he broke his hip and it stunted his growth.
Sure,
I think it did the same thing, but for your back.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
And that's not on you, bro. It's
Mhm.
zero on you.
So I
You're
think-
playing a sport, you broke your collarbone, unfortunate.
You know what
So-
got me is, for some reason, I feel like my back is not proportional to my chest. Like, I got the tattoo back here. I was
Right.
looking at pictures of it, and my back looks so much bigger than I ever thought it was. But I think that's just like
Just how
posture
your
over
posture.
years
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
my back is like way wider, and then once it's like, and my chest is like tighter. It's smaller. I don't
It
know.
happens.
It's a
Dude,
shitty.
like-
It's a shitty fucking build, bro. Auto mode.
Nobody's gonna die with the body they were born with.
No.
Impossible. Unless you're like fucking nobody, bro. I don't know. Maybe like Hugh Jackman. That guy's been ripped and he's like 60. I don't know. Probably that guy.
Fucking Don Fry. Did you see the story about Don Fry?
No.
Do you know who
what's
Don
that?
Fry is?
Who's Don Fry?
Who is Don
You
Fry?
should know who Don Fry is. He's
Wait,
one of the.
Sorry, does anybody want another beer? Well,
Yeah, I'm good
uh,
with mine.
No, I'm still working on mine. Damn, boy. Fucking
So
moving.
give me the lore of Don Fry.
Don Fry, UFC fighter from way back in the day. He was in like UFC 1, 2, and 3. Like this guy was like
I've never heard of
OG
him.
as fuck.
Okay.
Sort of a legend in that respect. And this guy,
Nicknamed the Predator.
The Predator.
Okay,
Oh,
you're-
this guy.
That
yes,
fucking
I
guy.
know this guy.
that dude.
This guy's
Hold
got
on.
the best mustache ever.
You pull up the news because he had a story very recently
Let's see.
where he was something about his lung collapsed or something like that, where he literally wasn't breathing like at all.
I can guarantee you
for
it's
like
from his lifestyle.
3 weeks, and the guy was just still alive. And then they finally did the surgery to clear up whatever. They gave him treatment. I guess they gave him like the same kind of shit you do for bronchitis, like they
Mhm.
gave him steroids or whatever for
Yeah.
his lungs.
Yeah, he was recently
Yeah.
hospitalized.
Yeah, recently hospitalized for severe breathing issues and heart-related problems, atrial fibrillation.
Can I
He
tell
recovered
you
well
why,
after
though?
treatment. But dude, this motherfucker wasn't breathing
No,
for
I
3
know.
weeks, and he's still
This
like,
guy,
I'm feeling better.
this guy isn't a man.
No, he's
He's
not.
not a man. He's Don Fry.
Yeah.
He's just Don Fry.
That's all. That's what he is,
He-
bro. This guy is. There's the most famous fight in Pride. Do you guys know what Pride is? The Japanese fighting organization.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
The most famous fight in Pride is between him and this gigantic. I think he might be Korean or Japanese. I don't know, but gigantic Japanese man. And the whole fight, they grab
Oh,
each
they're just
other
bashing
in
each other's
color tie,
heads?
and they start fucking.
Yeah.
Bang,
I've
bang,
seen that video.
bang.
I've seen that video.
It's
This.
wild.
Don Fry versus Yoshihiro Takayama.
That one, bro. That shit is crazy.
Was that around the same time of? Well, they just made a movie about it. The
Mark
Smashing
Kerr,
Machine. Yeah,
yeah.
Mark Kerr.
It's around the same time as Mark Kerr. This is a little
So
bit
they never
after.
fought each
I
other.
think so. This might be a little bit after,
Okay.
and it's like to the point where Mark Kerr had already gone through like most of his shit, or it might have been before.
So they never fought at the same time.
No, they never fought each other.
Okay.
I think they fought at the same time, but they never fought each other. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know why, but I can't put this
But
shit
for
in
example,
fucking
Mark
full.
Kerr fought a lot in Pride
But you get
in
this,
Japan.
the fucking face-off.
Look at that mustache, bro.
I mean,
The fucking sickest mustache of all time, bro.
Like we're not because we're
guy's a
not doing the
fucking
video
beast.
today. If you guys want to see a fucking epic mustache,
Yeah, we're looking
Look
at
up Don
right now
Fry.
Don Fry versus Yoshihiro Takayama. I'm gonna put this one on the fucking vid, but like,
look at that. Look at that guy.
they're massive. Bro.
look at that motherfucker,
Opioids to take out the pain.
and it just literally it devolves
Bang,
immediately into
Look! Color
Bah,
tie.
bah,
color.
go to the corner.
Bang,
Bam, bam.
bang.
Oh, let's go. Let's
and
go
he's
right
like,
now.
fuck it.
There we
Okay,
go.
this is what we're doing. Ba 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 ba.
Yeah, they definitely lost a little bit
That's
of brain
like-
cells.
Okay, so in my opinion, there's fighting
Hmm.
and there's like a test of strength.
I think this was more of a test
This
of
is
strength.
a test of strength.
This
bro.
is-
There is no technique.
None.
There is no strategy. There is I'm gonna hit you, and you're gonna fall before I fall while you hit me.
Look how happy everybody is in the background, bro. Look at all their Japanese faces.
Of course, they're enjoying
Except
all the
that
excitement.
dude. That guy's not very.
Which one? The
Look
guy
at the
in
guy in
green
the
shirt?
orange.
Yeah,
bro.
that one dude's kind of like, nah. I mean,
Well,
I've
he
seen
probably
better.
just lost.
The
his
guy in
bet.
the orange is like, oh, amazing,
Wow.
sugoi.
But yeah,
Fucking-
Insane.
that guy is not human.
No.
No, that guy's
And
not
his
human.
lifestyle, he's a very like he's basically, for example, Joe Rogan. To him, that's a man.
100%.
That's like the vision of a man.
A man amongst
Only
men.
drinks whiskey, cigars, meat. Fucking, they tell him not to do it. He does it anyways and perseveres some way somehow.
It's like a modern
Yeah.
day John Jones. Right? That's what his name
Nah,
is?
John Jones is
A little,
John Jones is a.
he's a little fruity.
is-
Little fruity?
Yeah, he's a little fruity.
okay. All right.
He's not.
It's
You
a
wouldn't
it's a
say
different
prison
era.
time and all that stuff made him more of a man?
That made him more fruity, if anything.
Even more
bro.
fruity. Okay.
Yeah.
What did? Doing time?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think he's done.
Has he
like,
not done
actual
I don't
think he
jail
actually
time,
went to
though.
prison.
I know he's had charges against him.
He definitely has like gun charges and shit, but
For
he's,
sure.
he has too much money and too much fame.
This is what we need. I need a second producer, a producer that doesn't have to hold a mic. A mic stand. That's what I need. I gotta buy another one.
No,
of
we
these.
just need a person in the chair, bro, and you need to get off that computer.
Have somebody behind
Yeah.
behind the scenes?
Yeah, has some nerd.
You just gotta find the money to pay one.
I keep looking at it.
I'll pay you
I'm looking at the
$2
camera.
for every minute. No. It's a little too much. It's like $80.
That's the point where I wish one of us had a younger brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, because I knew if my brother was in the chair that I'm now and I knew he was doing it, I'd be like, bro, I could definitely be your guy in the fucking chair.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Totally.
You would pull for him. So if anybody knows out there, I think like, I don't want to pay this kid, whoever he is,
Wherever you are.
wherever you are,
Whatever your name might be,
whatever your name might be.
whatever you might look.
We have one
Gay,
listener.
Whatever
straight or
cave.
not.
No,
You're getting no money.
you're getting no money. We will give you plenty of beer.
Yeah,
Um,
That's an acceptable
So
form of payment.
we have actually a listener who might have some friends, NPC and the Shaman's little brother. If you're listening and you have a friend that knows anything about fucking OBS and Premiere
And want something on the resume, you let us know.
and want something on the resume, yeah, I don't think they want this on the resume.
It'll definitely be very appealing to all
A-
job markets.
a portfolio is a portfolio.
the podcast. But see, this is why we need a guy, so I don't have to do this bullshit.
yeah, write it down. Write that shit down.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up,
The day that we say snickerdoodle.
snickerdoodle. That's
Regardless,
the code word.
I'm
for
actually
that.
super curious.
Yeah.
As we haven't shared before, Pony Boy here is studying to be a lawyer.
That's right.
You know, one day maybe a future politician. Who knows? That's
Wherever God takes me. That's for sure.
how much trouble would we be in if we said like the words faggot, homosexual, fucking like
No,
that
you want to
shit,
keep going down the list?
like that type of shit on a podcast in the public?
So right now, you wouldn't be in any form of trouble,
Trump. Let's go.
right? let me just go through those lines, right? He mentioned it. I didn't. If you were to unveil yourselves, right, and show who you are, maybe there's some political backlash from current listeners. Might not.
Yeah,
But it all depends on your audience, right? It all
Okay.
depends on how explicit you are with the words that you use. For instance, like the first one that you said, yeah, that might get some backlash, and maybe you would get canceled in some way. But right now,
But like
no
my
issues
fear-
whatsoever.
My fear obviously is being canceled via audience,
Oh, okay.
but my main concern is fines and jail time. That's not there.
No,
that's
none-
still freedom of speech.
No, because you're not discriminating against anybody specifically.
So the
Okay.
main reason Because I still don't know why we censor certain words
Sure.
since we cover our identity,
Sure.
but we still bleep them.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's just for the audience.
It's just a vibe, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
vibe
no, you guys are totally legally
I
fine.
mean, there's some
Okay, cool.
there's some words that like I know get you kicked off YouTube. I mean, honestly,
Like,
I
well, yes,
haven't
of
even,
course, censorship.
I haven't
Anything
uploaded-
to do with the Jews, you get kicked off anywhere.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because there's a lot of discriminatory backlash and
Yeah,
the
and
current
there's just
state
so
of the
much
world.
history
Of course.
with that part
Mhm.
of those people of the world.
Of course.
Yeah.
That is just like
I mean,
you're treading
yeah.
on thin ice.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, there's people that make, jokes about Jewish people and other groups of people.
and
in
they
life.
get deported.
And they get deported. But no, most of the time, no, you'll be fine. Totally fine.
All right. And now that we're all in this law thing,
Sure.
you're the only law student that well, not the only one.
We got one.
We got
more.
one more.
Yeah.
But besides you two, I don't know any other law students.
Mm-hmm.
And the only information I have about how law school is, how it works,
Sure.
is Suits, the show.
Okay.
So can you tell me how
You
much
want me to go
is
specifically
fake
through Suits?
and how much is real?
Oh, I like that. Like kind of GQ type thing. Where they have
Like, can you pay someone to take your bar for you?
No.
Impossible.
It's
No.
highly irregular and extremely impossible.
It's
You
way
cannot
too
do
hard
that.
to fake the identity.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
So that is fake.
No,
Next
100%. Of course. I mean, and I can go a little deeper into just that little section, right? I walk into a law exam for school. What they need from you is you need to be on a computer. You can't take it at home unless you have some form of like, I
Like
don't know.
handicap.
Sure, some
If
form
you're
of
retarded.
accessibility or yes, that one too. And you can just basically go in with a computer, your ID. The professor most of the time is there, so they will recognize you. And if you're not a student they recognize, obviously you'll get kicked out, and then they'll flush you out and say, "Who are you here for?" But I've thought about this kind of situation too, and I can openly talk about it. Last semester, there was a con law exam. And I had finished it, and everybody walked out of there with their heads down, depressed, like we don't know what the fuck we just did, right? But then I thought to myself, well, how hard would it be to cheat on a law school exam? How hard would it be to get somebody in there that kind of looks like you? Like, let's say, I'm not discriminating against anybody.
Or someone
right?
that maybe just wears a hat.
Yeah, like
you
a
know?
regular white, mid-20s, white guy with a hat.
Yeah.
Maybe some shades. Some students do wear shades when they take exams just because of the lighting. And all you need is the exam ID to take that exam and your license and your computer. And that's it. There's nothing else. They're not recording your face. All they're recording is the screen that you are taking the exam on. Right?
Okay.
As far as I know, I haven't ran into any issues with other students about this kind of scenario. But if somebody were to do that and not get caught, that might set some precedent for a lot of law students to do. And it could cause disruption.
No, that I definitely understand.
Sure.
But the thing is, like, in the show, the guy makes it seem so seamless. It's like basically
show.
you get yeah. I know it's a show.
It's a
Yeah,
show. It's also
100%.
set in like the early 2010s, so this
That is true.
situation
It's a
was probably
different
different.
era.
It's probably
Yes,
in
of
paper.
course.
It is a different era. Okay.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah.
that level of protection on computers, privacy, disclosure saying, hey, we're going to record you, and hey, we're going to be monitoring your screen, right? Like when people would take the SATs at home during COVID, or the LSAT, or even the bar exam. Some people were taking the bar exam at home. That kind of stuff is all brand new, but when Suits came out, none of that existed.
Nothing.
So you're
It
saying
was
if
just
you
you
if
go
you
in
way
and
easier.
if you hire a lawyer, you got to check what year they graduated. Because if it was like 2020, 2021,
100%.
motherfuckers,
ChatGPT
100%.
all the way.
100%.
fucking
I mean, what was
bitch.
Mid case.
I mean-
Imagine mid case.
Yeah.
I'm the plaintiff, right? Plaintiff.
Yeah.
I'm the plaintiff, and my
Yeah, you're the one that filed the lawsuit.
Exactly.
You're suing me.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm suing him
Yeah.
because he hit me with his car.
Okay.
Right. My attorney
Yeah.
sits on his computer, and I ask him, "Yo, isn't that like, shouldn't you be doing something right now?" And he goes on his computer and asks ChatGPT,
Oh, we're getting
What?
into the AI thing.
"What do I do? Do I like get up and tell the judge like, Your Majesty, or Your Highness, whatever it is,
Your high? No.
What is it?
It's just Your Honor.
Your Honor."
Yeah.
My attorney has no fucking idea what he's doing. Is that legal?
So
As the plain, I guess because I'm suing him, it's not.
Yeah. Can at that point, can you like say like, is there any kind of out where you can be like, oh, I have no faith in my attorney?
of course. Yeah. You can't.
I
You
want to
can't.
do over.
No, because then,
No.
But
So,
then,
yeah.
wouldn't the state provide you one, and wouldn't it just be fucking worse?
Well, if it's a civil tort, then no.
So
Right.
so here's where I'll give you some pointers then, because let's say I'm your attorney in court, and I'm representing you against him, right? And I start to look up some shit that I don't even know with AI, that all depends on you and me. That depends on our contract. So you come to me and say, hey, this guy hit me with his car. What do I do? And I give you full advice and disclosure on the situation, but I also make you aware that within the contract and terms of what we're doing, let's say I tell you, hey, in our office, we use AI for research and data, and we're able to use it, let's say in this situation, which honestly, if this attorney, whoever he is, if it was me, God knows why I would ever do this, were to use AI in court, you're screwed, man. Like, you're not supposed to be using artificial intelligence or outside intelligence in the court of law, but you can use it for research. That's something that's been very openly discussed.
Okay.
But if you weren't okay with it from the get-go and he still does it, in this situation, I can
sue my attorney.
So there's a case in point where you can sue the attorney, but in that situation that you're sitting in, no. What you do in that situation, because you'll file it later, what you'll do is you'll remove counsel that represents you, and you'll set a recess or an adjournment. Okay. And then you'll get new counsel, because in your case, you're the plaintiff. You won't get public counsel. Public defenders are typically for people who committed the crime.
Right.
Right. You can't just go to the state and be like, I need the state to represent me. Now, there's some cases of people who can't afford public counsel, right? Private counsel. But in your situation, you were able to hire private counsel, ultimately nullifying any form of public counsel whatsoever. So in that case, you would just remove him, be your own counsel at that point in time for those few minutes, and you would have to find a way to set an adjournment or like a recess until you find a new head of counsel.
Holy fuck. So AI outside the court?
Totally fine.
Via contract?
Totally
completely fine.
As long as the plaintiff or client says it's okay.
Even if it's under contract and I say, yes, use it, I want to win, whatever.
Yeah.
You cannot touch that shit. While you're sitting
in
the courtroom.
It's extremely frowned upon.
That's what I was
But
going to
it's
say.
frowned upon. It's not illegal.
It's not. Of course, it's not illegal, but it's extremely frowned upon for an attorney to do that. Can they be disbarred for it? It's all brand new information, right? AI is so brand new. It's a baby. It's still a baby. It came out to the public, let's say 2022.
In 1 year.
Legislation moves much slower than the technology itself. So
exactly. So that's why it depends on how everything has been moving from that point to now.
Do you use a lot of AI in your studies?
Oh, 100%. But I don't use it to cheat the system. What I do is I use it to actually enhance my learning abilities and knowledge in the classroom.
It's more of an indexer. It's like a good way to search shit up.
I wouldn't say search shit up. I would say more so, let's say like, I'll give you an example of some AI that's fantastic for law students, for any law students listening out there. And this is good advertisement. Pay me, please. There's something called...
We'll take sponsors.
Please. We need to pay the editing guy that's being hired in the future.
Yes, exactly.
So there's something called Notebook LM, right? And we have things out there like ChatGPT, all great things. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, all these great things. But one of the biggest key assets to me currently in law school, which I'm obviously advancing with AI along the way, is called Notebook LM. This is a application developed by Google.
Notebook learning model, language model.
I think that's what it is, but I just know it as Notebook LM, but that would be the appropriate abbreviation for it. It's essentially what you can do as a single source is, let's say I have my textbook, right? I have an ebook. I download the ebook into this AI, all right? And what it does is essentially any information that you want to pull out of the textbook, specifically, it'll only go to that source. So it won't outsource like ChatGPT to millions of other sources.
So you kind of like personally train your AI.
Yes. Yes, you can personally train your AI. It also has, if you want to
I'm sorry, wait.
Yeah.
I think I missed that. So it's only trained on the material that you feed
Only
it.
trained on the material that you provide it.
Okay.
So he feeds it his however many textbooks.
Yeah, whatever
I want. And it doesn't have
it
doesn't have to be one singular page format, right? Because when you go on ChatGPT, you have multiple pages that you can create. Same with Notebook LM. With Notebook LM, what you can do is essentially you can have one singular page for that one textbook and apply, let's say, 30 PDFs or text or whatever you want to write into it, and it will take that as the Bible, pretty much. It will take that information as something that it needs to help you.
Like that's the only information that exists to it in the world.
Well, it's the only
100%.
information that's the input. So yeah,
exactly. It's the only information that it perceives to be true.
Does using this save you a lot of time?
Of course.
This gives you more time to because I know law school, again, just portrayed via movies and shows.
Sure.
Most law students are in a book. They're always studying. They're always reading. They're always preparing for the next exam or next presentation or next court, whatever.
Whatever it is, yeah.
How is it that you guys find time to fucking live your lives, dude?
We don't.
You guys, so
No,
these 4 years are just you're a fucking slave to knowledge. That's all.
Yeah. So it's 3 years, but we're basically slaves to enhancing our human ability to just in a weird way have a god complex, to feel like you are better than everyone, right? But also that you know so much more than the people around you, that's who you become.
You're basically just saying that you study to be the smartest one in the room when
Always.
you're in the courtroom.
Always.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, you do have a life somewhat, right? Like I said, you can use other accessibility formats like this, like Notebook LM, like any AI, or even tutors or your professors to improve what you're doing in the classroom and even eliminate the amount of time that you're reading. So to what you said, right? Like you're just spending your days in the books. Realistically, that's what you should be doing. That's all that you should be doing, right?
Yeah,
you should be.
That's your purpose.
Of course. Like let's say a professor out of the 5 classes that you're taking, and they say, hey, you got to read these 40 pages by Wednesday. It's Monday. Oh, okay. And then the other professors assign you the same amount of work. So what's 40 times 5? I think that's 200 pages?
Yeah.
Give or take? Okay. So then you got to read those 200 pages somehow, some way by Wednesday. You have all those classes all piling up. You got to figure out your schedule and the routine and this and that. Sometimes you got to wake up at 5. Sometimes you got to wake up at 4. Maybe some days you say, fuck it, I'm not going to read. And you just show up with your fingers crossed that they're not going to call on you to talk about a case.
Do you know a lot of people that use like Adderall or that stuff?
Yeah.
Like
it's for sure. And I can give you an example. In my
wait,
school,
do you consider it like performance enhancing drugs?
I do consider it performance enhanced drugs for law students. For the regular day person, it's just, if you're obviously prescribed
if you need it, you need it.
Or
if you want to live in the matrix.
Or if you want to live in the matrix, like the blue pill, the red pill. But no, for law students, it's definitely like a performance thing. We're athletes at the end of the day. We're brain athletes. Like we are the athletes of the modern day world. If you take obviously sports, it's a whole different thing. But for people, like you're defending their lives. It's like when you go to medical school, you're the athlete in the room. You're the Cristiano Ronaldo. You're the Messi.
Wait, are you saying?
Yes.
Are you telling me the trial is like a game to you guys?
It's not more so a game, but it's a form of
sport.
It's a sport of purpose.
It's a higher stakes game.
It's a higher stakes game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have
War
somebody's
is a
life
game,
on
if you
the
want
line.
to call it that.
Yeah.
But you die.
But the thing is,
if you
like,
lose.
I can see how war is more of a game in the perspective of like someone like a general or a president.
Yeah.
Since they're basically saying like this platoon goes here and we need to do this. But in a courtroom, it has been.
It's like tennis.
And it's always been like,
Of course.
this guy.
Yeah, it's a good-
versus
that's a
that
good
guy.
analogy.
It's a single sport. Like,
Yeah.
you're basically. It's like you're a UFC fighter, but with words.
Exactly. That's
Yep. You know what I'm
exactly what
saying?
it is. It's sort of, yeah. No, I see exactly what you mean. It's like the apex of social interaction between people, which is the semantics of it. It's the arguing, the reasoning, the laws, like it's a precedent set by the
Finding
society that
truth.
you live in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about being a lawyer that I've always found enlightening, but also you can be corrupted, is that you guys are literally writing the fucking truth.
Yeah.
Like someone, like for example, in the example that I did with me and the
Sure.
right bastard of him hitting
Sure,
me with the
personal
car,
injury. Sure.
you might be a better lawyer for him than my lawyer is.
Totally.
Whatever you say, however you bend the story,
Mm-hmm.
that's your truth. My guy has his truth. It's to see whose truth wins.
Of course,
that
'cause-
to me
yeah.
is insane.
Yeah, and it's not even about bending the story. It's more so everyone's presenting truthful and factual law. But at the end of the day, it's what you present to the jury in the way that you want to present it.
Exactly.
That correlates to what the judge is allowing to be presented in court
And-
after obviously millions of motions and filings and a bunch of arguments that took place prior to trial ever taking place.
Well,
Do-
speaking of like the influence of the jury,
Sure.
I want to ask you just to clarify, which law are you trying to get into? What position in the
I don't know
courtroom
yet.
are you trying to
And
get into?
it's
Like,
crazy to say that I don't know yet. I'm in my second year of law school and I'm still trying to find the one thing that says, "Yep, that's my thing for life."
At what point? Okay, and that could follow up. At what point do you have to like specify necessarily?
Honestly, and I've heard this a lot from professors and even my own family. It all depends on actually your first job that you do, because you could go into law school thinking, hey, I want to be a criminal lawyer, right? I want to defend, let's say in this case, I want to defend serial killers. Let's say I want to defend a person that just committed homicide, manslaughter, and you name it, right? Anything a form of defense, right? Those are tough. That one's
You're not going to defend him,
tough.
right?
I mean, in my personal opinion and choice, I would not defend him.
Mhm.
No, yeah, but he has an insane
Yeah.
amount of bias against
Extreme amount of bias.
His lawyer's a really famous guy, apparently. I
Oh, they already got a lawyer.
bro.
I think so.
Did
yeah.
they?
But okay,
They gave him like 30 or 40 days.
I don't know
think,
with
to
what
get a
money
lawyer.
they
but
did
wait,
it,
back to like the field of law that you want.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
for example, the Sasquatch has already told me. I don't know if he switched his stance or he's
He
also
wants to
in your
do
shoes.
like real estate, I believe.
I've heard real estate and I've
Yeah.
heard corporate law.
Yes.
I've basically
Big
just
law.
heard where the money is.
Yes.
you know?
I mean, big law more than anything is where the money is, right? That's where you're going to be spending maybe 12, 14 hours a day in the office. You really don't have a life, but you're making an absurd amount of money. Some offers can go from, let's say, shy of 200K to 335
As a
just-
fucking
as
associate.
as an associate right off the bat, but you're slaving away for the rest of your life.
Adderall till 2 a.m.
Yeah, and actually touching on the point of Adderall, because I didn't answer this one. I think from what I've seen, right, to my knowledge, I think it's over 50% of law students take Adderall through prescription or bought through people and third parties.
Do you, for example, see a lot
Where's
of
your nearest law
dealers
school?
on campus for Adderall?
No, not that I know of, because I've never seeked anybody or have been like provided like Adderall from people at school.
But you've never been like, damn, I have this fucking exam and I need to really put in the study hours and I can't stay awake. I just went to the gym. I just had food. It's fucking 10 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever think
Should
like
I ever
maybe
take
I
it?
should go take it?
So yeah, I can give you a story about that then. Me and Sasquatch, we used to live together for like 1 year, the first year of law school. And interestingly enough, it was about the week before my contract's final. And I did not feel prepared at all. I knew basic terms, how to formulate the essays, understand the issues that I needed to spot within each, problem. And I said, I need to see what it's like. I need to see what's going on. And, well, funny enough, Sasquatch, he had Adderall. So he gave me some. And he said, look, you got to take it like this. And, like, he gave me all the manners of taking Adderall. And I took it. And let me tell you, at first, I felt nothing, right? Because you typically have to, like, eat well, drink a lot of water, make sure your body's healthy enough to take the Adderall. You can't just take it cold, dry,
You
cold
shouldn't.
turkey.
You shouldn't take
No,
it cold.
because
Yeah.
it could fuck up your stomach
That's
and
wild.
your body.
That's what I did nonstop every.
No, but the
single
thing
day.
is, like, you should. You can. You should not.
You should not.
No.
So he gave it to me, and that day, right, first 30 minutes, I'm like, I don't feel anything. This doesn't feel like Limitless, right? So I said, it's nothing. I'm gonna just keep studying, like, to see what happens. And for 8 hours straight, I was reciting the entirety of all the rule statements. Rule statements are essentially all the rules that apply to a certain issue in a law exam, right? So in your case, oh, he hit me, blah blah blah, right? There's certain rule statements that you have to apply within essays and motions and all this kind of stuff that you need to put in to send over to the defense, or in my case, for a law exam. I figured out a way within those 8 hours to perfectly recite without looking at paper that entirety of, I think, 20 pages of rule statements with no issues. It took me 2 hours to read it, and then for the next 6 hours, all I did was fully recite to perfection.
I know you literally just said it. It's not the Limitless pill.
Mm-hmm.
It is the closest thing to it, though.
100%.
It's
Holy
as someone
fuck.
100%.
as someone who was prescribed it because I needed it,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm ADD, thoughts racing all the time. I'm always
Sure.
thinking about whatever the fuck.
Sure.
I take that shit, and I've been off of it for a while now. But you take that shit, I take that shit, and I feel like how I imagine fucking normal people feel, where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm fully present, fully focused. There's
That's the
not
word.
not a single thought crosses my mind that doesn't involve whatever I am presently doing in this exact moment.
100%.
And it's, I imagine I mean, you didn't get it prescribed, so
No.
you just took that shit, like,
Yeah.
let's say recreationally, and actually professionally
Professionally,
in
yeah.
this case,
Yeah.
academically. And
Sure.
it is the Limitless drug.
It is.
It's the closest fucking thing you get.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yes, and there are other forms of Adderall out there, because not everybody can take the same kind of Adderall
Mhm.
if prescribed.
Correct.
Because I can give another example.
I would
too.
take very
Yeah.
low doses, and the effect on me was really fucking strong.
Exactly.
I'll say
It
that.
all depends on the high amount of dosage. So I can say, I think it was like 7 years ago.
How much did you take?
It wasn't that much. I think it was like half the pill, so it wasn't crazy. I did
Was
take it.
36 maybe?
I don't remember. See,
We'll have to ask
it
Sasquatch.
wears off. But
Yeah.
But 7 years ago, I mean, the girlfriend I was dating at the time for quite a while, she was prescribed a form of Adderall, and I said, well, maybe I'll try it, not take it consistently. I tried it, and it was the complete opposite effect of what I experienced with this kind of Adderall. It was actually, I went downhill, mind was racing, kind of like ADD format, and I actually fell into a bit of like a short-term depression for maybe 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
Where I was extremely upset. But for some reason with this other kind of Adderall, totally different ballgame. Felt limitless.
Well, they've
Interesting.
changed the formulas a lot in the last few
No,
years.
interesting
It's,
because I've taken Adderall twice in my life,
Mhm.
both for the SAT.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I did the SAT,
your story's kind of funny, actually.
What happened?
SAT story.
You wanna
first
talk
time I
about it?
took the SAT, I was getting in there, and one of our boys, an old friend of ours,
Sure.
he comes up to me and he goes, "Yo, are you ready for this shit? Like, did you study?" I'm like, "Study? Study how? Like, this is the SAT. You know what I'm saying? That you're supposed to know stuff." He's
Yeah.
like- and he looks at me dead in the eye. And he's like, "You're retarded." And he offers me like a 36 pill, and I'm like,
36 is a banger.
do I take like half of it? He's like, "Nah, bro. Just
Mhm.
do the first reading section, go to the bathroom on that break, take it, and then you'll be good for the rest of the math." I'll be like, "Okay, sure, whatever." I did exactly what he did. When I came back from the bathroom, I finished doing the reading section, and then
Was that wait? Let me guess who it was. It was Voldemort, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, he who shall not be named.
Ooh.
This dude.
What about him?
He had warned me like, you can focus on the wrong thing,
Mm.
and I was like, what else am I gonna focus on? I have a test inside me.
Sure.
Matter to the fucking fact, there was a mosquito bugging my ass all exam, and the entire exam during the math, all I can think is like, okay, I think I know where the mosquito is. I think I can kill it this time. And
So he threw you off.
bro,
He threw you
it
off.
threw me off so hard. Guess my score?
Wasn't what you wanted.
10-10.
Damn.
10-10.
10-10.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say 960.
10-10, bro.
Damn.
Was it
10 fucking 10.
What's the high now? It's like
I got-
1,600, right?
And there's the thing. I had a 700 in reading.
Okay.
And I had a
That's amazing.
300 in math because I didn't fucking answer anything, bro.
I mean,
300.
I mean, if I would
Holy
have gotten the
fuck.
700, I could have just taken another SAT, tried to
That's
super
exactly
score it.
what I did.
Right.
That's exactly what I did. So I went again. I told this guy exactly what happened. He's like, okay, take it again, super score it. Don't even focus on the reading. Forget about it. I didn't answer it. Take the pill for the math. And I'm like, dude, I don't think it's a good idea. He's like, just take half this time.
Okay.
I was like, okay. So I went, I took half, I sat down, did exactly, slept through the entire reading, didn't answer a single fucking question, didn't give a fuck.
Mm.
Sat down, started doing the math.
Okay.
And motherfucker, was I assuming through these questions, bro. And I felt like, dude, I'm about to get
Like
a
you
fucking
killed it.
1,600 on my SATs with the super score, bro. I'm going to get bonus points, whatever.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
I leave confident, weeks, whatever go by, I get my test score, bro. I get 410.
Wait, total score?
Total score.
So you got
No.
200, 200.
Dude, it was so no. Not
You
total
bet
score.
everything on that fucking.
410 on the math, and I had like a 200 on the reading, and barely answered anything.
So you're telling me
I
somebody
had a
could go in
total
there
score
blind,
of like
right?
800
Oh, Jesus.
on that one, but I super scored it,
Yeah.
and it came out to like 1140 or some shit.
That's
Solid.
There was only one school I had in mind. I applied to it. I got,
got
in. Moved on with my life.
So good. Yeah.
Hey, nothing
Fuck.
nothing more needed to be said with that. That's
Dude.
for sure.
There's one thing I will say.
Yeah.
Fuck math, motherfucker. I'm done with
Dude,
it. Bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Fuck geometry.
Even mentioning the 36s, because it was like a while. I can't even remember the timeline now, but I started off on the 36s,
Mm.
and it was a different one. It was I ended on. I was taking Vyvanse at first,
Okay.
36 milligram Vyvanse, or maybe it was a 40 because the quantities are different. I don't know. I was a computer when I was on that shit, bro. I was like literally a machine, dude. It was crazy. I would take that shit. I remember the very first time I had gotten this prescribed, right? I was home alone, and I was like, well, this is your new life. Now you're medicated, rat bastard. You're not working today. You don't have class. Let's just chill. Let's take this, see what it feels like. 12 hours later, I am fucking peaking like a
Oh
motherfucker,
Jesus.
playing Skyrim the entire day, bro. I legitimately thought I was in the dungeons of fucking
Bro, again,
Org
you can
Athol.
focus on the wrong things.
dude. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
It was
100%.
crazy. I was having so much fun. It's like,
But what's the downside to that? What did you feel like after?
Your dick shrinks, bro.
No.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Actually?
It doesn't. Well, you weren't looking at your dick when you were in the fucking SAT, but it's like it's not like it legitimately shortens your dick.
No,
like,
you didn't go
overall,
micropenis. No.
But it's like I would go to the bathroom when I was on it, and I would look at my dick, and I'm like, "What the fuck happened, bro?" It's
You know
not
what it
cold
is,
out.
right?
It's not cold outside.
No.
It's all the it's all the blood going to your brain.
Yeah, all the blood
That
goes
and also
somewhere else, right?
dehydration.
And you're dehydrated.
Yeah, of course.
If you're
Is
taking
that it?
drugs,
Of course, your
brother.
body,
makes
your
sense.
body's like you said, all that blood circulation is going to your brain. So of course, all that like the muscles, the water intake, and everything is
water.
going all up to
Yeah.
the dome, and you're burning through it like I don't even know, like a fucking engine.
But yeah, it does that, and then also when I was on the higher doses, I mean, I would literally wake up, take it at like 8 a.m., 7:30, something like that when I woke up, and it'd be 1 in the morning, and I would be having a hard time trying to sleep,
Of course.
which sucks. The thing is, you wake up at 8 a.m. the next day, and you pop that pill again, and you're not getting fucking tired. You don't even know that you were fucking
Some
dead, like-
Nazi shit, right?
Dude,
there.
exactly. Yeah, that's why. No, that's why I saw it. I saw this one fucking documentary of like the drugs that people were taking in Nazi Germany during the war,
Mm-hmm.
and they were fucking prescribing this shit. What do they fucking call it? Pervitin was the name of the drug, and literally everybody in Nazi Germany was on meth. And I'm like thinking to like when I was taking those 40s, I'm like, yeah, bro. You could put me in a tank and fucking have me invade Poland. I could get that shit done in a week for sure. Like it's nonstop energy, and you feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like a
Okay.
fucking savage.
Yeah, it's a methamphetamine.
And if
that's
you're
for
well,
sure.
Yeah.
the thing is I would sleep. There would be some nights where I would sleep like maybe 4 hours
Mhm.
and then pop it,
Mhm.
and I was good. Like I was good. I was like I am right now, for the whole day.
Sure.
But if you got a good night's sleep on it, and then you pop that shit, you're a fucking superhero, bro. You feel like
Big brain.
fucking everything.
Big dome, mega mind.
All right, but now that we've gone through the
Yeah, it's incredible.
performance enhancing academics,
Sure. What do you want to? What more do you want to know?
I want to know a lot, honestly, about.
You can
law
ask me
school.
anything.
How are the girls? Are they super nerdy?
Yeah, right.
I mean, honestly,
I mean-
that's an unfair question.
No, I mean not
It's
at all.
not?
No, of
Okay,
course
okay,
not. I mean,
okay.
again, everything depends on the school that you're at, right? And luckily for me and Sasquatch, we have a perspective that not a lot of students have. We're friends, one, and two, we're able to go to each other's schools to see what those people are like. So in my case, right,
How far are you guys?
we're walking like 15 minutes away from each other. Like in terms of school, like these schools are intermixed with one another.
That's sick.
In terms of like, I would
The
call
social life, yeah.
it social life, but also
Campus.
campus wise, I would call
Really?
it like the gerrymandering of schools, right? Because
Okay.
the alignment of the schools are actually street by street, and the only way they separate them is with a wall, right? But in terms of your question for
Yeah.
the ladies, right?
Yeah.
The
For
ladies
women.
at the ladies at the ladies at Sasquatch's school are much prettier, much better dressed.
Much dumber though.
Yeah, actually, from the general population that I've met, yes, they don't have the best IQ, but majority of the women at Sasquatch school are well advanced in their academic careers.
Oh my
and
god,
mentally,
I'm a lawyer or whatever.
pretty much. But in that case, they don't have much. If we get into politics at some point later down the line, they have much more neutral political bias. Or I would say, what's it called, bipartisanship. Whereas at my school, you can see, the girls aren't that pretty at my school. They're extremely political, which I guess for me would make them a little less attractive in a sense.
Agreed.
They don't really speak about things that you would be, or I would say you specifically would be fond of.
Like what? Give me an example.
UFC and gaming.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh,
They don't talk
okay.
about. They don't talk about. They don't talk about UFC and gaming. They don't talk about regular people shit. All they talk about is law school, who the next judge is, the next president.
You don't even hear the
news.
word
Oh,
the
they're
word
like-
Sydney Sweeney once.
They're
Only with the men.
Of
Only
course,
the
of
men.
course,
No,
of
no,
course,
the
of
men.
course,
The
of
men are
course,
cool.
of
The
course.
men are. I guess this is.
The men are like you.
Yeah, the men
Yeah.
are cool. They
Cool
talk
guys.
about. They talk shit. They talk shop. They talk about whatever they want to do. But in the men's point of view, right? So let me transition to the men. The men at my school, they genuinely are a little nerdier than the people at Sasquatch's school.
are they hot?
No.
The
why
men?
Why would you ask?
Why
that?
do you give a fuck?
Why would
I
you?
mean,
ask-
you
why,
were
do you want to
transitioning
know?
the men.
Like,
The
do you wanna
question
go
was
see 'em?
about if the girls are hot, and you
I mean, do you
suddenly
want me to send
changed-
you pictures?
You
Like-
changed the conversation to the men. I don't know. I assume
No,
that.
I'm expressing myself about both genders. But yeah, the men at my school specifically, more than anything, they are a bit nerdier. Most of my school is a bit nerdier. I would say that my school has a reputation for making excellent lawyers. I would say that for sure. I'm very proud of it.
Does your school have like a room where it has like these are all the judges that came from our schools?
Yeah.
These are all the fucking.
We have pictures of the original alumni, all the attorneys, judges that have come that are notable in society from our school for sure.
Damn! Imagine just barely missing that list.
Yeah, that's
What do you mean? How do you barely
Like
miss that
like
list?
being a judge, but not being considered notable enough.
No, I feel like if you're a judge, it's hard to be a judge, bro.
Yeah, we
It's-
are
the judges get in no matter what, but the lawyers is like a tougher one.
the lawyers is tougher
Yeah.
because not everybody does notable cases.
No,
Yeah.
and it's also like I feel like a judge is there with like you always see them with like benevolent intentions. A
Always.
lawyer, you have no
Always.
idea what the fuck they're up to.
Do you
Unless, well, we have the South.
A
right?
corporate,
It's the
corporate
South.
lawyer, a corporate lawyer, you have no idea what the fuck they're up to.
No,
Ever.
not at all.
No,
And
never.
most of them aren't really, what's the word, sponsored, or I guess in this case, solicited by the school, right? You're going to solicit public figures, never private, unless
Yeah.
they did something immensely
Yeah, that's a good way to
ingratiating
put it.
for the public.
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't want to tie the school's image to the guy who defended BP from the fucking damages they caused to like the Gulf Coast.
Depends on the school.
Well, this is a school on
Drugs?
Far from
Depends on the school.
yes, but it's a school on the Gulf Coast, so specifically that issue, they probably wouldn't want to be involved.
Yeah,
these
no, the
days.
school never really talks about or ever brings up or even, mentions or shows in public casings of people that, do that kind of stuff. That's for
Right.
sure. But I mean, I can give you a really cool example. In our library, which honestly is very political, but it was very important to have in our school. Well, two occasions. We have a picture and the pamphlet of when Gorbachev came to our school to do a public visit. And he
Oh
gave a
wait,
speech.
apologies. Who's Gorbachev?
Gorbachev was one of the presidents of Russia.
He was a president
Okay.
of Russia when the Soviet Union collapsed.
I think it was during Reagan when they
So
tore down the wall.
Sort of, yeah, towards the end of Reagan, and it was towards the end of the 80s.
End of Cold
and then
War.
he was
1990s.
involved
1980,
after.
late 1980s.
Late
1980s?
80s, early
Yeah.
90s. I
Yeah.
think he became president again after the Soviets.
But hasn't
whatever.
Putin been president for like 30 years?
Putin?
Well, I mean, they changed their constitution.
He's like 70 years old.
The thing is,
He's pretty old.
Russia had a prime minister and a president.
Mhm.
So Gorbachev was the prime minister, which is the actual leader of the Soviet Union. Late 80s, right before they collapsed. Then he got couped by the whatever they called it, the NKVD or whatever the fucking Spetsnaz. It's not Spetsnaz. Whatever the Russian version of the CIA is.
Spetsnaz.
That's more like
Delta.
whatever. Yes, sure. Fucking yes, Delta. That's more what they are. But yeah. So the NKVD or whatever the fuck they're called in Russia took over,
Mhm.
and then took out Gorbachev, and then Gorbachev came back, and then he was running Russia right after they took it over, right after the Soviet Union collapsed, and then he showed up in a Domino's commercial
Can I ask a question?
or a Pizza Hut commercial.
Why is it so hard to kidnap Putin, but it only took like 6 minutes to kidnap Maduro?
So that's a great question, but I think we'll hold that one off
It's
when we
like-
talk about Venezuela.
But it's fucking virtually impossible to pick up Putin.
Hey,
It took these
nu-
motherfuckers 6 minutes.
Nuclear bombs. That's why.
it would be the end of the world.
Venezuela has a nuclear bomb.
No.
Oh, they don't have
No,
nuclear
of course
bombs.
no. Moscow is also way further from the borders of Russia than Caracas is from the coast of Venezuela.
Yeah, it's a bit different because you have what happened with Venezuela was they had an entire armada in international waters. So we didn't break any laws. there specifically. But if you were to put an entire military armada of the U.S. in coastal waters, it's still international, but coastal of Moscow. I mean, Moscow's
That's
pretty
war.
inland.
Moscow's fucking far as
It's pretty
shit.
inland, but yeah, it would be fucked.
But
Look, I'll
okay,
show you
so
where Moscow is, just for geographical
no, I know
reference.
where Moscow is. I know where it's
Do you?
it's along the western side of Russia, but it's not really the western. I know where it is.
Yeah.
It's quite far in.
So
Pretty far.
okay, let's change.
Sorry.
I'm sorry to change
Let's
the
go
topic.
back. Let's go back to what you were asking me about the
Where are you?
the notable figures and stuff.
The notable figures.
You know, people.
Oh
talk-
yeah, I actually
talking about people that have been like shown in
I
in
had a-
school and.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I had a specific question about that. Do you have anybody from your school that was on any like landmark Supreme Court cases,
Oh,
like something that
I
went
thought
to
you
an
were gonna say.
amendment?
I
or
thought you were gonna
something
say
like that?
Jeopardy. My
Well,
bad.
funny enough that you bring that up.
What?
We did. They didn't go to our school, but their father did. So Amy Coney Barrett, she's one of the youngest Supreme Court justices right now sitting in the Supreme Court,
Uh-huh.
and she came to our school. And she was, in fact, in one of our biggest cases. I think it was on privacy and protection for women, I believe. If I think that's right.
For
For abortion.
women?
For abortion, yeah. I think it's. I don't know. You could
Are,
probably.
are
look
you
it up.
saying that fucking the one that they repealed, the one that they made a whole fuss about?
Yeah, that they overturned.
Yeah, which one fucking was that?
You can look it up. If you want. You can just
Brown
look up
versus the state of New Jersey.
No, just look up. Definitely not. Just
you just said a name and
Brown.
a state.
You thought
That's all
Brown
you-
because Brown of Board of Education,
There- there
New
is no
Jersey.
Brown
just
I
versus
thought
for-
brown because black people statistically commit the most amount of crimes. But
I mean, that's not wrong. But yeah. Well, Amy Coney Barrett. Well, let's look up
Roe
a
v.
little.
Wade,
Roe
that's
v.
the one.
Wade. Yeah.
You-
they
was she part of Roe v.
overturned the
Wade?
ruling
No.
of a
The
1973
the first two are the most
case.
important ones.
Griswold
Griswold
versus
and
Connecticut established a right to marital privacy,
Yep.
laying groundwork for future reproductive rights cases.
So that's the reason why we have the abortion argument.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking.
So I'll give
annoying.
you some more context on how it applies with my life at school, right? So Amy Coney Barrett, she came to our school, you know, in representation of her father to give us like a one-on-one interview in our auditorium. And it was just her and one of our staff asking questions, like literally like not like a podcast, but like more of like a president sitting down with an interviewer in front of the masses. And there was a lot of backlash with that at our school because she represents, I mean, where my school sits is very blue. So we have a lot of students and population that obviously protest anything that she does because she sits on the red side that voted for this overturn. She came to the school, did a whole 1 hour and a half interview. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to sit in the room because we had politicians, judges, people that flew in from Washington for this kind of interview.
all just to hear her.
Just to hear, just to hear her life. Honestly, they were asked mostly about her life, how she viewed the Supreme Court, the life within the Supreme Court, and more importantly than anything, her views on certain things. And during that whole interview, there was Secret Service all over the school. I couldn't even touch the door. There was probably 3 or 4 guys with guns right by their side saying, you can't come in. But we had protests from fellow students wearing hijabs and hiding their faces and carrying posters. And we had news outlets and everything right outside the school protesting against her presence at the school.
Her presence.
Her
Not even
presence.
what she
Not what she was saying. Nope.
Or what she's saying.
Nope.
That's so lame.
Of course, they were protesting, obviously, her decisions that have happened in the court. But just her mere presence created that
they were just saying
kind of
don't
conflict.
even let her in. Like,
Basically.
yeah.
Okay, now let's delve into the politics.
Yeah?
I'm
You
sorry.
don't want to know,
Yeah, I
you don't want to know
This has
anything
been
else?
a hot week.
I have 2 things that
I
I,
got
really
notes.
need to know.
I
You
took
got
fucking
notes?
notes for this shit.
So
I
you
wanna
don't, you, want,
know-
you don't want to know more about law students or none of that? You want to go
I
politics?
want to move on.
All right, let's
Yeah.
do it.
We're gonna go to
I want to go to Minnesota and I want to go to Venezuela. That's where I want to
Okay,
go.
let's hit the short and then go to the long because Minnesota just happened.
Venezuela just happened.
Venezuela
Venezuela's
just
been
happened.
happening.
For my audience and people, it's been happening. But yeah, Minnesota. What do you want to know? Because I
thing
know
is,
I know very little. Also, like I'm on the scope as well with everybody.
It's such a gray area where all the people that are in there that are
Mhm.
committing the fraud
Yes.
are on asylum.
Yes.
The only repercussion for them at this time being, is it truly only deportation?
Ask again.
Like, they've committed fraud. They've fucking embezzled billions from the government in these fake daycares and autism cares and whatever. And they've tried to run for president for Somali and involve the Somali culture. into the
one
state.
guy
Well,
ran
actually,
for mayor.
One
That's
guy
what it
ran
was.
for
That's what
mayor.
it was.
Well, this is all new to me. If you want
And
to
it's like-
bring it up.
It's a lot. So the thing is like this. I don't even know how the fuck Somalis or Somalians.
Somalians.
Somalians
Yeah.
reach Minnesota. I
Okay.
don't even know why they think
They
that's a
just,
good idea.
I don't even know.
Okay.
They just picked that place.
But
for
there
them
are
to go.
so many of them there for such a long time that one almost became mayor. Almost. Like, literally almost. It wasn't a landslide. It wasn't almost.
That's an interesting. Wait, I can expound on that.
Sure.
The guy that was running for mayor, who was
The guy that's mayor right now, or he was one.
I
of
don't
the
know. He looks like a light
No,
bulb.
Tim Walz is...
No, no, no.
He's,
All right.
still, he's
Tim
the
Walz-
same thing.
Tim Walz is a governor.
Okay.
Different guy.
Oh, governor.
The
My bad.
guy who was running for mayor, the Somalian dude, I don't remember his name. The guy that he lost to, this dude Jacob Frey, also a Democrat.
Okay.
He actually won the election by splitting the Somalian vote because in Somalia apparently there's like two factions. So it's like very tribal over there still.
Okay.
And it's sort of like a Sunni and Shiite kind of situation where they're like split
Good and
along
bad.
those lines.
Sure. Sure.
Okay, good and bad.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah,
Nah, bro,
the
those are
guys
good
that
and
voted for
bad.
the white guy and the guys that voted for the black guy. Yeah, sure. Let's say that. No. So the Somalian guy that was running is part of one of those clans, obviously, because he's from Somalia, so he's going to be from one of the two. The guy that was running against him had support of the other clan.
Okay.
So he won the election, but it was decided by the fucking Somali vote because that's the mayor of Minneapolis,
Okay.
right? That's
so
all I have.
that's the fraud. That's
Yeah,
that's
this guy-
what that's the fraud investigation. We're looking
yeah,
into.
the guy
but
that voted,
The whole
Jacob
point
Frey.
is this whole situation was exploited by a YouTuber.
Okay.
We've said his name in this
Nick
past.
Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
Okay.
And he found out that these daycares, autism crows, all over Minnesota have embezzled $2 billion in wealth. And as of like the past few weeks, a couple of daycares have been shut down. And people have been deported and ICE has come in and all that stuff.
Sure.
But the thing is, like, $2 billion embezzled for no use. What are the repercussions for that in a community? Like, I'm not just saying the Somalians, but I'm saying Minnesota overall, bro. Like, that's a bad state to be in right now.
Right. So we're talking about a state, or I mean, I guess a city that's been through a lot, right? Especially ever since like 2020, with
Yeah,
all of the
with
protests and all of the de-escalation of the police and all of that fun
Yeah.
stuff. But I guess in this case, if you're talking about a billion with a B,
Sorry,
$2 billion with a B,
I thought it was 17.
$1 billion.
that's
The last time I heard was $2 billion.
Well,
And $2 billion is a massive fucking
I think
number
that
to
might be
steal.
specifically for the childcare centers, but there's fraud in general in terms of SNAP
Like health
benefits
insurance
and other kinds of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Medicaid.
Let's,
right.
let's,
So what
let's
are the
round it
what are
up
the
to 10.
repercussions?
Medicaid fraud and all that kind of thing. So.
Right. So I guess the repercussions would be, well, I mean, they embezzled, let's say, $2 billion, right? And the money went nowhere, and it didn't.
Nowhere.
And it didn't go into the community.
I think
whatsoever?
I think Rat Bastard brought up that like 40% of that money was like sent back to
Yeah.
in remittance.
A lot of the money that these people make off of it, well, it's more that like a significant proportion, nearly 50% of the Somali GDP is made up of remittances. So
Okay.
money sent back by people abroad.
Yeah.
And a big
$2
part of,
billion is a lot.
big
of
part of
money.
that problem-
Like,
Fuck
not
ton
to
of
repeat
money.
the point, we
Especially
talked
for a
about this
government like
last
that.
episode, but that a lot of that money gets funneled through these currency exchange
Mhm.
offices.
Mm-hmm.
That some of them are run by like Al-Shabaab, which is
Sure.
a terrorist group in
Yeah.
Somalia. So they're literally getting a cut of like, you know, I mean, I'm sure they're fucking taking the cake on that shit. It's like going to be 30, 40%
yeah, bro, their
or
commission
something
is probably
that they're
recorded.
taking off.
Yeah.
So
Let's
it's like
yeah.
literally federal funds for welfare and autistic children are, that's a quotation I did. There's no fucking camera, so that was a waste of time.
Sure,
but,
special needs, whatever.
is literally going straight to a fucking terrorist organization. Which is, it's not to say that Somalia is all full of terrorists, but they control the money there, and it unfortunately
Somehow,
is going that
some way, it's getting in their hands.
Yeah.
And
Which is what this investigation will open up the public to, and essentially maybe
correct.
open something up in an international platform.
And the main thing is like they've already done certain raids on a few of the spots that this YouTuber exploited
Okay.
or exposed. Sorry,
The
wrong
National
word.
Guard or ICE or
ICE.
ICE. Okay.
Specifically
well,
ICE.
Okay.
that's did you guys see what happened today?
Was that today or was that yesterday? I think it was today. No.
In Minneapolis.
Yeah.
There were you know how they're always going on like convoys, like the cars are going through because I guess they got some guys and then they're taking them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Some lady tried to cut off.
And they run her over.
And well, she cuts off the convoy and they walk up and they're like, "Hey, get the fuck out the car." And there's a guy standing somewhere near in front of the car and she kind of speeds off and it's like it's one of those gray areas where it's like she was speeding for at least a moment towards one of the ICE agents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy sort of jumps out of her way, but when he goes to jump out of her way because she's like turning around and speeding off because she's about to get arrested, she's for a brief moment driving towards this ICE agent. The guy pulls out his gun and shot her in the fucking face.
And ICE is
killed her.
claiming self-defense.
And then there was like a whole fucking riot going on there because everyone immediately started rioting around the convoy.
And this wasn't even targeted protests or anything like organized like they're doing in New York with Venezuela. But this was the local community protesting against the infiltration of ICE agents for this specific fraud investigation matter.
Yeah.
So it's just an insurrection of just pure conflict and chaos right now.
Yeah, it's fucking popping off.
It's a mess then. There's nothing to be known about.
No, now, no.
I mean, literally, a protester getting shot in the face was the last fucking thing that ICE needed. And, on legal grounds, we have you here to expound on this.
Sure.
But it's like the lady almost hit the guy. The guy actually had to step out of the way to not get hit by the car.
Okay.
And in doing that,
the guy like a citizen or an ICE agent?
An agent.
Okay.
An agent.
Okay.
Was
so
standing in front of the car.
Endangerment of a
they
federal
were trying
official.
to restrain her, right, to arrest her because she was impeding on this fucking convoy. And then when she speeds off, she almost runs a guy over. That's when the guy shoots her. Mm-hmm. And it's like...
Number one, what a fucking shot that guy got.
Literally.
To dive and then fucking cap this motherfucker
he
in
like
the head?
sidesteps and fucking shoots her at the same time.
Wow.
Like 1-2 shots and gets
I'm
her.
not saying that it was a good thing that he did it, but it's impressive.
It is very impressive.
As a display of marksmanship. All right.
Pretty bestowed, Paul.
It's what he was trained for at the end of the day.
Now we know that they aren't useless. No, they are kind of useless, but you know my point.
Okay.
At the end of the day, the guy dodged an assault and fucking headshot. Yeah. It's hard to do
on a legal basis. It's like, okay,
there's a lot of ground here.
It's justified, but it's like the optics are fucking horrible. Like they literally could not be worse.
Terrible. I mean, within the past year, with everything that's happened, ICE coming into New Orleans, Miami, Chicago, LA, all major cities, right? And now Minnesota for a fraud investigation that has nothing to do with the South, like Mexico and everybody coming from Latin America, but it has something to do on an international scale on the opposite end of the globe. It's an entire big open can of worms that's just bound to explode.
I think the specific reason, and this is incidental. I've been on Twitter a lot, guys. But I think the main reason why ICE went down there is that they had all these guys that were clearly indicted for fraud because they indicted like 90 fucking people.
Yep.
81 of those guys were Somalian.
Okay.
On probably like a temporary protected status kind of thing. And I don't know if this was part of your studying, but if you're on TPS and you commit massive fraud with government funds, you're getting fucking deported probably,
of course.
Right? Yeah,
of course.
So
I mean,
that's what those guys are there for. Right?
Of course. Any form of federal offense revokes you of any rights that you have, especially TPS.
Exactly.
But I mean, since we're talking about the legality of this entire situation.
What's TPS?
Temporary Protective Service.
Okay.
Status.
Status. Yeah.
It's for refugees.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, political asylum. Anybody that's suffering any form of like personal or political like harassment. Yeah. From where they are from. Okay.
So
at an extreme level, it can't just be somebody getting beat
like
up
our
by
boy
from Hollandale.
From Hollandale. I was about to say where he was from actually, but for a boy from Hollandale, he's on TPS.
Yeah.
Because of conscription in his home country and that kind of thing.
Okay.
So, my read is that these guys were down there deporting some of those people who were already convicted of fraud.
Yeah.
Because that was a different situation where they got a bunch of these guys. Because those people were on the actual government medical board of the state.
Okay.
And what's now being investigated is the private enterprises which are getting public funds. So these daycares and shit. I also saw something today about there's 1,200 different medical transport companies in Minnesota, and a lot of them just don't do anything. Like, there's some guy who was there. He's like, I've been photographing and videoing this one company that has that has a fleet of vans for moving people to hospitals, so private fucking ambulances.
Yeah,
and none of them move. None of them do anything.
It's a shell company.
But they're collecting. Not even a shell company. This is blatant fucking fraud. I mean, they're collecting federal funds.
No, but that's what they are. Shell companies essentially what they are on the world scale. I mean, I don't know if you guys know anything about the Panama Papers. This happened a while back, but
I've heard that a million times. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's essentially it's like, explain it in layman terms. I build a company just to throw money through it, and that money goes to, let's say, a Swiss bank, and that company does nothing for nobody and nada, cero. So I guess in this case and scenario, what you told me, the guy sitting in an ambulance car doing absolutely nothing, and those people just sit there for nothing. They're just they're basically laundering money. They're cleaning it up.
Exactly. Yeah, you're getting the federal money for these so-called benefits.
I mean, talking about
just cashing the check.
about laundering money.
Oh yeah.
You want to move to Venezuela?
Yes.
You want to move to that?
Okay, let's talk.
You want to get past the legal due
talk the big
process of this lady, but
yeah, whatever.
I mean, the thing is, like, there's still, like you said in the beginning of that conversation, there's so much unknowns.
Sure.
From the Minnesota, and it's just so chaotic.
Yeah.
That God knows. Only God knows what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that we know right now is ICE and the government is basically declaring self-defense in the case because she was impeding on an investigation. One, that is true. Two, was she purposefully aiming her vehicle at the agent in that point in time? We don't know.
Arguable.
Very arguable. But it also ties into the investigation as well, right? Everything that's happening right now. So let's say that guy, well, he did kill that citizen of Minnesota. And right now, the only thing that can be pulled up from it is, I mean, if I really think about it, is that there has to be due process in place. The family of the deceased will file a lawsuit. They will definitely file a lawsuit against the national government. But what will come out of it, we still don't know because of the perplexity and the like everything that's going on with it. It's so difficult to determine. It's just very difficult.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we just gotta wait.
We just gotta wait. That's all we gotta do. There's just there's steps to the process, and we just gotta wait to see what happens.
Do you think in any way, and whatever, do you think in any way that the fact that she was active, because her blocking the convoy was a deliberate act?
Yeah.
It's a 2-lane road, and she turns her car sideways to try to block as much traffic as possible.
Yes.
You see the full video. One car speeds by her, and then another car pulls up. 2 agents hop out of that one. One guy goes up and tries to grab her because you're impeding on federal law enforcement.
Yep.
That is a crime.
Yep.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay, that's a crime.
Yeah. It's a felony.
You've committed that felony, and then in the moment where you're trying to speed off, now evading arrest.
Yeah, that's another crime.
That's another crime.
Tick to the
and
list.
you almost run over a cop.
Tick to the list.
And then you get shot. Now, whether that cop was justified in shooting her is
up for the jury.
That is a question.
That's a huge question for the jury, and which will
it's
set a case law for the future.
Yeah, but it's very close to where she almost did run him over. The guy does have to step out of the way to not get hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a question. Now, those 2 incidents before, her impeding and her evading arrest, how does that affect her conviction? How does that affect his case at that point, do you think?
It helps the officer, I guess the agent's case, because she had already committed those felonies within those milliseconds of time. But if we're talking about the more important thing, which is she died. She did die.
Yeah. She got shot in the fucking face.
She got shot in the face. That's another story, right? Because these guys aren't trained to automatically make the decision to kill somebody. That's their last resort. But if they're going in somewhere with fully weaponized, rifles to kill, that's a whole different ballgame. Because you can't just show up, kill a citizen, and be like, it was self-defense, it's all good. There's so much complexity to it. Because let's say they had tear gas, monster balls, right, which are basically like...
That guy signed up for the bonus, is what you're saying.
Huh?
That guy signed up for the bonus?
I don't get it.
I'm not going to talk about that.
The pay bonus?
You don't know what
Rice.
the pay bonus?
The motherfucker was just there like, oh, I'm gonna get a nice paycheck, but he's like wasn't ready for the reality of like, hey, someone might almost run you over with a car, and maybe your first instinct shouldn't be to fucking shoot them in the face. Which, if that's the case, they're gonna make.
That's the last
that's a
resort.
fair thing.
Yeah.
Suspend this guy without pay, maybe do some jail time, but it's like
What does it set for everybody else in the future?
it's I think the first point is don't fucking interrupt an ICE convoy
Mm-hmm.
and then try to evade arrest. If you're blocking
Mhm.
a convoy and then they come up and they arrest you, get arrested. Say
Yeah.
some shit for the camera.
Yeah.
Be a fucking hero in that sense.
Yeah, there's ways
But
to
holy
protest.
shit, dude.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
not
there's
gonna
way-
drive
there's-
off with a guy right in front of the hood
Yeah,
of
but
your
the thing's
car,
like
you know?
we said, we gotta wait to see what happens to the
Yeah.
ICE agent, bro. There's no way to know.
Yeah,
until the
'cause-
jury settles on whatever.
Of course, 100%. I mean, there's ways that this could have all been evaded, specifically by the person who was shot and killed. She did not have to blockade them. She was already, as you said, aiding and abetting whatever the situation was, subconsciously without understanding the situation, and also blockading them from their point in time. So again, those are two things that she did wrong. But at the same time, there's just so much that we don't understand about right now. Maybe tomorrow we'll know more about it, but right now that's the case.
Yeah.
Now,
The big
go
topic.
to Venezuela.
Yeah, 72 hours. Shit. Go ahead,
First of all, I want to go through some couple memes that I think are hilarious.
please.
The fact that the Nike Fit was sold out
Mm-hmm.
the day that Maduro was captured.
The Nike Tech.
Incredible marketing by Nike.
100%.
I don't know how they got him to put those clothes on.
Well, they didn't, but
And who did?
it was just what he had on.
You think that's what he had on?
Of course. You
No,
think
that's
you
not-
think Nike just like, oh, we're gonna send you clothes? No.
No.
No, I'm not saying
Nah.
that either, but I'm saying some SEAL guy came and he's like, take your clothes off, you put in these on, because we know nothing is in
Oh, you're
these
saying
clothes.
that was clothes they gave him.
I think they gave
Yeah.
him that. Yeah.
And I think somehow, some way, Nike was like, every time you guys fucking get a fugitive, you put Nike on this.
I don't. Dude,
I don't know about that
No,
one.
I think so.
I don't know
I
about
do,
that one.
but no,
Yeah.
the
You
thing
never
is-
know.
That's a good
though.
joke.
No,
though.
hold on. Okay. All right.
Sure, go.
In your world,
Sure.
this motherfucker was sleeping with a Nike Tech and fucking matching sweatpants on.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
So what did he do? He was like, he heard the helicopters. He heard the fucking Cuban fucking mercenaries getting
What, and the
fucking
first thing
their,
he did was
their brains blown out by Delta Force up there.
Sure.
Fucking Soap McTavish and shit. Fucking
yeah, the 32
shooting
or
their fucking
40
heads off.
Cuban
No,
military
and
guys.
he wasn't like, hold on, bitch. Before we go to the fucking panic room, let me get my fit on. No,
No.
they gave him that shit.
Yes.
They
So
gave him that shit because he was literally in his boxers and a fucking. He was wearing a nightgown with a little hat with a fucking tail
Most
on it and
definitely.
a candlestick
most
when
definitely.
the fucking Delta showed up. And no, okay, so they gave him the fucking Nike.
Oh
tech.
yeah, no. He wasn't.
No.
He was definitely wearing like any guy, either sleeping naked or sleeping in boxers or in a nightgown
Or a shirt and
Okay.
boxers.
whatever he was wearing. He definitely wasn't wearing that.
How much do you want to bet that Andres is gonna show up to the next Halloween in a Nike Tech and a fucking sweatpants?
Oh, people have been
Dude,
people have been talking about that shit for sure.
The Nike Techs, the tracksuit,
Yeah.
sold out.
Yep.
No.
Sold out. Every
Even-
size.
I bet you he has one.
I bet you he does not have it.
even the construction headset and the blinders all sold out.
They do not.
Have you
sell
seen the-
blinders?
They do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I don't remember the name of the brand of each
It-
product,
no,
but they
it-
sold
it's
out.
no,
like
what they-
people,
what they
people are
give him is-
treating
what they
this
give him
as
is,
like Squid Games.
In what sense?
I mean,
in the
yeah.
sense of the fit. Bro,
Oh, okay.
when Squid Games came out, it was really popular. Whatever year, I think it was 2022.
Oh, you're talking about the costume that people wore.
Everybody
Yeah.
was that for Halloween. They all got the Adidas green tracksuit and the what shoes? were
It
they
was
on?
like white fucking
Like white Vans.
White Vans.
or
It's the
whatever.
same situation as how like Casa de Papel or Money Heist.
exactly like that. Everybody bought the red tracksuit.
Of course.
The
Of course.
jumpsuit. My bad.
Of course.
And okay, now I want to get into the question of like, what's it looking like for Venezuela? I've asked this question to so many people.
Here's-
Also,
To
they
put
don't
it-
know nothing.
Here's,
just like
Sure.
let me put some updates on the table. So I've
Go.
been monitoring the situation.
Oh
as I
please,
do.
let me hear it.
I mean, it's fucking 2.5 beers deep. Fucking give my political takes. So I don't know if you guys heard about this Russian oil tanker,
Mm-hmm.
the one that started in Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's empty. Or I guess no, it was Russian. Went over to Venezuela.
Okay.
Went to pick up some oil.
'Kay.
Got turned around by the U.S. Navy.
'Kay.
Apparently, they tried multiple times to board it,
Yeah.
but they got sent off. I don't know what the fucking crew did to do that. While they were on their way back to Russia, they painted a Russian flag on the side of it, renamed it to something else. If you're listening to this, fucking Google it. I don't know. On its way back to Russia, and then it was almost getting to Russia, and then it was like, fuck it, we'll turn around because now we're Russian. And the Russians said, we're sending a submarine and a surface combat unit, so I guess a couple boats, a frigate or whatever, to escort the ship back. And while the ships were on their way there, while they were trying to pull up to the Russian tanker,
Okay.
U.S. Navy SEALs pulled up, took the ship today. So now it's
Like just now, like a couple hours
this
ago.
was I think like 11 a.m. something
Okay.
like that. I was watching Twitter while I was at work.
Okay.
So now the U.S. is saying we are enforcing this. We are going to take every single tanker. And then Trump said something about them. Literally, they're like the blockade on Venezuelan oil is locked down. There is no Venezuelan oil going to anybody that isn't the U.S. China, Russia, Iran, doesn't fucking matter.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a ship coming to you, guess what? You don't. Now,
Yeah.
the issue with that is, so that's $17 trillion roughly valued in oil.
Worth of oil, right?
Worth of oil that is supposed to come out of there. Trump said we're going to sell it at market rates. It's going to go through American refineries first before it gets sold.
Definitely in the Gulf Coast.
A lot of that stuff, a lot of the ships that were meant to transfer that are part of Russia's shadow fleet, which it's called the shadow fleet because it's been sanctioned now for about a year or something, maybe less. Which is ships that they're called part of the shadow fleet because on an international level they're not insured,
Okay.
so they're not free to transit, and all those ships are being stopped by the U.S. They've been getting blown up by the Ukrainians for a while now because the Ukrainians don't give a fuck. They'll kill anybody that's Russian.
Mm-hmm.
But now the U.S. is like, okay, we'll play this fucking game too. We'll be part of this. And so another issue, adding on to that, is China made a lot of investments. China has this project called the Belt and Road Initiative where
Okay.
they've been building train lines across fucking Kazakhstan, Pakistan, all these other countries in the east. And part of it is Venezuela because they're aligned with them.
Mm-hmm.
They've been making big investments in their ports and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So all this money that China put into building infrastructure in Venezuela, particularly, is now owed back to them in oil. Oil, which the U.S. has said, fuck you, China, fuck your contracts, we're taking everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a
isn't that
stage.
what happened originally with the oil in Venezuela?
It's
Like
that's
every
ever
every
since,
bolt, every part, every joint of every machine was U.S. owned.
Yeah, that
And
was
when
that was
US
originally
had, like the licensing.
That's
to
how it started,
Take the
yes.
take the oil out,
Mhm.
and for some reason, for whatever, Venezuela gave it to Russia, China, whatever.
No,
Move
what
on.
Venezuela first did was nationalize it. So they took it for themselves.
Yep.
And then they started selling it to Russia and China at a cut rate because China and Russia would give them more political
but
legitimacy.
out of American machines.
Out of
right?
American machines, yes.
So
Yes.
the oil has gone back to ground to like step zero. It's back in the hands of who it's supposed to be in its original
Originally,
investors.
yes. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what the U.S. had was originally a market solution where it was privately owned oil, yes, owned by American companies at least, which are publicly traded. And then Venezuela nationalized it. The thing is they nationalized it and then they sold it at a lower rate because Russia, China, Iran, whoever was like giving extra favors to the Venezuelan fucking communists and socialist parties
Yep, that's
to
correct.
control the country.
Essentially, yeah.
But what the U.S. is saying now is that, fucking Marco Rubio's words, which, by the way, Marco Rubio has become a bit of a fucking celebrity now,
Yeah,
This
the
guy's
next
like-
president
this
of
guy's
Venezuela.
like-
Come on.
right?
Come on.
Yeah, they're saying they're going to give him the territories like he's like a Roman fucking
That's just another
chancellor or
meme.
something.
Yeah, it's just another
It's a
meme.
fun meme.
A magister.
I like it. Yeah, Magister, exactly. But what he was saying is basically the U.S. is going to literally take every single fucking drop of oil out of Venezuela and control it until the Venezuelan government just accepts the U.S. as their new partner and does what the U.S. says.
But the thing is, like, there's certain things that Trump has said that makes it seem like the U.S. isn't going to be in complete control of that territory in the world.
Functionally, yes.
Bro, he said, what are you guys going to do over there? He's like, we're going to kill people. Blatantly.
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to kill them.
Yep.
So who's going to run the government? We are.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound like free Venezuela to me. That sounds like a new Puerto Rico to me with a lot of national resources and retarded amount of national resources.
I mean, yeah.
There's nothing to be done about it. We're back to the same thing in Minnesota. There is nothing to be known until it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's going to be fun to watch it happen, I guess.
It's going to be so much fun to see what happens,
Yeah.
especially with this fucking president that we have, bro. Like, motherfucker just spills everything.
Motherfucker's been in for a year, bro.
I know.
This is where we're at.
I know.
We own
just
Venezuela
started the
now.
year. It's been
We're about to hit
Congratulations, by the way.
midterms. Thank you.
It's like the 7th day of this year.
Yeah.
And we're here
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy
Like, January has
fucking
already
week.
been taken care of for 2026.
It's going to be a doozy for sure.
Now watch, like, maybe in July, August, September, oil prices start to fall. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe. Is it a prediction? Yeah. Wrong.
They will.
Possibly.
They
But
definitely
I
will.
think they will. I think they will fall.
I mean, they're opening one of the biggest vessels of oil on the planet.
That's my point.
And Iran is going fucking crazy right now. I don't know if you guys have been seeing anything.
Bro,
that's going
Iran
over
can
there.
go suck
No,
a dick.
No, dude, Iran they're in like a full-blown fucking revolution now. Dude, I saw literally
Like
today.
anti-Islamic
Against
revolution.
Anti-Islamic, yeah.
Okay.
They were fucking waving the flags of the old regime of the Shah and shit when.
Oh,
was,
so we're back
like,
to we're back to the
Christian
Carter
and
days.
Like in the
royal.
70s.
Exactly.
Back to Carter.
I literally
Oh,
saw
okay.
today a video of some guys with an AK with a folded stock driving up next to the nice BMW, by the way. This fucking a police chief for some city in Iran. Iran has so many cities.
Mhm.
I'm learning all their names this week.
Okay.
But they like drive up next to this guy and fucking shoot him on the highway, just point blank, shoot him in the face from
and
like, right
and
next
no
to each other.
repercussion whatsoever.
No.
Yeah.
The fucking every single street is rioting against the Iranians. They literally, I saw another video of a guy going out to a street that was named Tehran Street or Revolution Street or something,
Mhm.
and they like paste a sticker over it and it says Donald Trump Street.
Mm.
Like, Iranians are going fucking ham right now. I downloaded Polymarket today because I found out there was some accounts on Polymarket that people have been tracking that's apparently some kind of Israeli insider
Mm.
that is he's 4 for 4 on like major invasions and like regime toppling.
And he
fucking
bets
shit.
on them?
He bets on them on Polymarket, and this guy bet that by January 31st, Israel is going to invade or bomb Iran. Of this-
Nah, that one seems,
Israel's gonna invade Iran
I doubt
or is
that.
gonna be involved in some military action,
this year.
airstrikes
some form of
in the
airstrike.
next 24 days.
In the next 24 days.
Yes,
I mean, if he's 4 for
dude,
4,
Iran's in a
Shit,
full-blown
bro.
revolution.
What are the odds on that?
The U.S. is gonna be involved on that. I think
well, of course.
What are the odds?
I
Like
think-
23 to 1?
probably not great, honestly.
We'll see
I
what
mean,
happens.
watching
I put
the
five,
news.
I put $5 for 23 times the amount of money I
I'll
get
put
out
more,
of
but
it.
I don't know. I think there's too much attention in other places right now for us to even get involved again
It's just
in that conflict.
2025 was just a hard year
Yeah, for sure.
for the U.S. and people in it. I'm sure it's even a harder year for Venezuela. You guys didn't even make the World Cup. You know what I'm saying?
So tough. I had
That
my
was
I had
unnecessary.
And then 2026 starts. And everybody's like, new year, new me. No,
nope.
no. You're still Venezuela.
Nothing changed. Still the same regime, just a new head.
It's just a new head, and he's blonde and orange.
No, it's a woman. Well, no, Delcy Rodriguez is the interim president right now.
Oh.
But yeah, I get your point. The new head is El Papitron.
Or whoever handles the papitron.
Yeah,
Damn.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm 5,500th in the wait list for Polymarket.
There you go. Why don't you just download Kalshi?
We got a fucking hour and a half here. This is a fucking solid ass pod. I don't know.
Damn.
I am kind of.
I'm just trying to make sure because our boy here,
pants.
Pony Boy's got he's got
I
appointments.
do got appointments. I can push it to like 8:15, so we can
Yeah.
keep going. I mean, if you want to take a short piss.
I don't. Yeah, I could take a break.
Okay, take a break.
Okay. Sweet.
We'll be right back. We talked about that.
I'm honestly relieved. I feel like my bladder is lessened.
Oh my god, dude, I feel so much better.
You guys took your pee break?
Yeah.
Pee break.
But with this whole Venezuela thing and the world changing and shit happening,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like 2026. I feel like any year with a 6 is pretty fucking good. 2016,
Fantastic
you
year.
guys.
Fantastic year.
Fantastic.
That was a
26,
great year.
2006 specifically for me. Also a fantastic. That's the year I moved here to this beautiful country of ours.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
2016.
So sixes are great.
2016, I fucking busted a nut.
2006.
time.
Hey.
You know?
Yeah, 2016 was the first year I busted a
Yeah.
nut.
So
Okay.
it's like.
Well, not the
sixes-
first year I
six-
busted a nut, but first time I.
Busted.
A nut due to another person.
Yeah, with a
There we
woman.
go.
Yeah.
There we
With
go.
a
I mean,
woman.
we know that this
Yeah.
guy likes,
Yeah.
men for some
That's
reason,
nice.
but
Yeah.
I think 2006 was when I had my first kiss.
Well,
was it with-
speculation?
was it with a woman?
It was
Objection.
yes.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
No,
A
not-
woman, not a girl.
Oh.
no, it was with a girl. Yeah,
Oh.
I was 5 years old in
Oh.
Don Torcuato, my hometown in Argentina. Summer vacation. I
Oh.
was 6. I was 5 years old.
So you're like, che.
And we shared a little kiss with my next door neighbor.
Down Pequito,
Oh
boy.
wow.
Yeah.
You know, I did
That's
that
nice.
once, also around the same age, but I had to go apologize.
Huh?
You have to apologize.
Why?
Yeah. So I was on a bus
Committed sexual assault.
in kindergarten, and I
Oh fuck.
I only had like 2 friends. I have a guy named
Okay.
and a girl named.
Okay.
Me and Valeria lived in the same community, so I would ride the bus with her every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, one time I just felt like I should do it because I liked her.
Mm-hmm.
And the bus was taking a rough
Turn.
turn.
Okay.
And she was sliding over to me. And I didn't do it. I just. She came on to me, you know, and I
Okay.
kissed her. She was like, "Oh my God, I've never done that before." And I'm like, "So neither have I." So it's done now.
So no.
Following morning on
yeah.
the bus stop, her parents come to me and she's like, "Where are your parents?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're over there." So they go talk to my parents, and I didn't even go to school that day. I stay home and I get my ass whooped for like 2.5 hours.
Jesus.
Telling me that I'm a fucking perv and I'm 6 years old, bro. And then they made me go to this girl's house
And apologize?
unannounced, and
Yeah.
apologize. And this girl was like, "Why are you apologizing?" I'm like, "I don't know. My parents are making me apologize." She's like, "Okay." And I went home.
The real question is,
Damn.
did you kiss her again?
After that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like grown up,
I mean, right after, grown up, whenever.
nah, bro, I was afraid. Are you
Oh,
kidding me? I
damn.
was 6 years old.
Whatever.
I was afraid. I was like, bro, if I kiss a
Uh.
girl, like I'm gonna fucking die. You know, my mom's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And then I turned like 16, and
And
then
then
I was like,
you-
fuck whatever my mom thinks.
Yeah, I
honestly.
think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a point where like the balls just say,
Fuck it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. When was your first kiss?
My first kiss. Oof. When was my first kiss? I think my first kiss was when I was 14.
The pastor.
In Venezuela.
No. No. This was in the good old state of Texas. It was in a truth or dare game. Yeah, and it was
with a blonde.
Was it a
It was a
horse?
blonde.
Oh,
It was
big
a
titty
It
blonde.
was a big titty
I
blonde.
knew it.
Yeah.
Hey.
yeah. And I actually had a huge crush on
Wait,
her.
what was her name?
Ooh.
Ah, fuck. I was hoping.
yeah. It was it was a girl named a huge crush on her. Psychopath of a human. Found out later, but yeah, it was with her. And then after that, that's when I broke the seal of all things.
And that was what age you said?
14.
14.
What do you mean you broke the
14.
seal of all things?
Busting a nut
Like
in a
she-
woman.
you-
She
Really?
he
Yeah.
went first, second, third base home run, motherfucker.
Not with the same girl, but
oh.
no.
At 14 it was done.
14.
Oh, okay.
No,
So
yeah.
you just you had your first kiss and then you went on your hot girl summer. You went fucking ape shit after that.
I went apeshit with the first base with a bunch of girls kissing whatnot.
Nice.
And then when I turned 16 and met the girl that I dated for a very long time, that's when I busted a
That's when
nut.
I'm not gonna lie.
Experiences.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I thought it was impossible to get a second base.
Really?
I thought it was so hard, bro.
Why?
Like in middle school, I was like, do I just like grab it? Does she have to like grab my hand and put it on it? Do I have to just like conveniently have my hand on her hip and move it up and then grab her boob? I was just a lot of minds racing, you know.
You
I
go,
mean, you were being a gentleman. That
you
that-
you
in
go
that- in
elbow
that
to
point.
titty first time, and then it's sort of like oh.
Yeah, but you're not like making out with someone on the couch and then you just like put your hand over the. That's kind of awkward.
It is awkward.
You kind of have to like be at the bottom the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to foreplay into becoming the bottom.
Exactly.
You got to play
That's
into
why I
it.
was so nervous.
You gotta be
know?
like,
I'm like,
get off.
I
me."
don't. I never wanted her to feel like, give me those boobies. You know, I was like, I was more like, can I have those boobies?
I mean, it's all a feel.
May I have those boobies?
May I? Oh.
I know I can't, but may I?
Excuse me, Mr. Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, excuse me. But yeah, I guess in your case, it was more of a feel of what was happening naturally, not artificially, where you just grab her in that area.
Snatch that shit. Give me that.
And if she was into that kind of shit, well, fuck.
We'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Nice.
We'll never know. But yeah, that for me, second base, it was even harder than getting to third base.
Wow.
Like that boundary of
Okay.
like, let me touch your private parts.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Now,
possible for
hold
me.
on. When you lost your virginity, did you tell the girl that you lost your virginity with her or not?
She didn't ask.
I mean, I
didn't
did.
mention it.
She asked me, and
You
I
did.
said yes.
You said yeah.
Of course.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I did too. No, but
I don't think that's something men lie about.
No, the first time I
You
got
tripping, man.
I mean,
yeah,
at
you're-
least I
that's
didn't.
No way, bro. J. Cole made a whole song about that. What do you mean?
I mean, well,
so what the fuck?
Did he?
Wet dreams.
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
a J. Cole song.
It's like, of course, I'm a pro at this shit. Like all that. Well, I forgot the lyrics.
No,
No.
but you're on the right track.
But the first time, not the first time I had sex, because that time I did tell her I lost my virginity to her. But I got a blowjob from my girlfriend in sophomore year, high school. And I was like, I told her I'd gotten head before, just to seem like the man, you know. I did I
Okay.
pulled the
But
J. Cole.
how do you?
No,
So he
Oh,
pulled
okay.
he pulled
Yeah,
the
I
wet
lied.
dreams. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I pulled the wet dreams.
And it
And I
worked?
was like, yeah, I'm a fucking pro at this shit, whatever. She's like, oh my god, it's my first time. I was like, oh, just take it
I'll
easy.
guide
It was all the porn he watched as a kid,
Yeah,
preparing him for that moment.
Yeah, I knew what was gonna happen. What I didn't know what was gonna happen was that I was gonna come in like 2 fucking seconds. It's like
I mean, for me, it was always
We
like,
went-
if they don't ask, I'm just not gonna
Mm.
mention
I think that's
it.
fair.
And they've never asked me.
we went to Sawgrass, watched a movie, ate at California Pizza Kitchen,
Mm.
got back home in an Uber, by the way, because neither of us had a license. Even though she was a year older than me, she still didn't have her license. And
Savage.
thank
Cougar.
God. She just got engaged, by the way. That's a crazy thing.
Oh, congrats to
Yeah.
her.
Wait, what's
Congrats
her
to
name?
her.
Is it?
You know
does
who
it
it
start
is.
with an S? Ah, yeah,
Her.
yeah.
Colombian.
For the audience,
It's
I don't
just-
know either. but
It's,
yeah.
it's his ex-girlfriend.
Whatever.
I thought
Okay,
it was someone
gotcha.
more
It was a girl that I
interesting.
dated back in
Okay,
high school
alright.
for like a year or whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, went to California Pizza Kitchen, went back to my place, and I was like, "This fucking parents aren't here." Like, it's
You want to suck my
And
dick?
shit on.
on my race car bed, bro. It's
Yeah.
fucking-
Yeah.
Oh, so you went speed racer on that?
I didn't have a race car bed. I think I still had a bunk bed, maybe.
Do you guys do like study sessions over there, or
What do you mean by that?
like?
What do you mean?
No,
by
all
that?
the girls that all the girls that I was gonna ask you,
Yeah.
predominantly what race studies at your college?
Hello,
Jewish.
my name is Patel.
Definitely not mine.
No,
definitely
In-
that. No.
Indians aren't lawyers because they can't.
We do have some lawyers.
You
that
can't
are
make
Indian,
a legal argument with that accent. I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no,
No.
no, we
it
don't.
doesn't work.
No, predominantly it's white. It's actually white.
It's white.
We do have a higher population
Whites.
of African American and black people in the school, but no,
Whites.
mainly whites.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Jewish?
No, actually no.
Really?
I go to a Jesuit law school.
A Jesuit law
I
school?
go to a
Oh,
Jesuit
good
law
for
school.
you.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. Thank God I went to it. But ironically, but
What about the Sasquatch?
Sasquatch? He just goes to a privately held law school. It has no religious affiliation
Are
whatsoever.
they Jewish?
Most of them, yeah.
There you go.
Yep. I mean, like you Miami, Georgetown. I mean, Georgetown is Jesuit, but they have a higher Jewish population than most. But yeah, most law schools have a higher Jewish population than regular undergraduate. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of what you were talking about, how like the study sessions going on. I mean, this is to go totally off topic of the Jewish guys and girls. I wouldn't know because I was in a relationship during that first year and a half of law
I don't
school.
believe a girl didn't
so-
ask you some.
No.
She didn't throw a little. Wow,
No,
you have
no.
so many abs.
No, not once. Thankfully, nobody saw my abs. Yeah, no.
What do you mean, thankfully,
Hey,
bro?
I
Come
would-
on,
If I
you're
looked like you, I'd be shirtless all day.
Come on, Pony Boy.
I would be in a lot of turmoil.
By
but
the way, for the listener, Pony Boy is hot as fuck, bro. Come
Thank you,
on,
my guy.
You should be
Thank you.
doing that shit.
Thank you,
should be
thank
getting
you.
down.
Well, let's put it this way. In my scenario, no, I did not have study sessions at all, but I did have a lot of people that would come talk to me about their sexual activity at school, and it's impressively high. The amount of people that get with each
Yeah,
other.
bro. You're
Everybody's on
stressed.
Adderall. You do a study
Adderall,
session.
stress.
You study for so long. At one point, you gotta de-stress.
Yeah, and most
You
people
know?
don't even get into relationships in law school.
Yeah, fuck that. You
Yeah.
want to marry another lawyer? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, in my school, I can talk heavy about it. I have a couple friends that are together and that are indeed wanting to be lawyers and do plan on getting married, and those are the rare cases. But most students, they just fuck around and have fun, and then they graduate and go to their married places. But my school specifically, most of the kids stay in that area. They don't go anywhere else. Whereas in
Wow.
Sasquatch's school, they actually leave. So there's more foreplay and fun.
But don't you study the state law in the state that you study?
No, so funny enough, my school teaches both civil and common law. Here's the difference. Civil law is Roman law, meaning it's basically practiced everywhere else in the world except the U.S. So common law is essentially English law, what we portray as our kind of law.
Like parliament and stuff?
Like Parliament is what like England has as their form of government, where we have the three branches, which is basically, if you think of Parliament, you think of, well, Congress, the Senate, the House. But common law is essentially for, I study common law. Like I'll blatantly say it. I study common law. So essentially I can take the bar exam in any state that I want and practice in that state. Civil
That's
law,
fucking huge benefit.
huge benefit. Civil law, and I can say Louisiana. Fuck it, it's Louisiana. If you study civil law, the only place that you can practice in the United States civil law is Louisiana. So you're stuck there. If you want to go somewhere else, sure, you can take the bar exam. But you got to rework your brain in a different way to different terms and different meanings and different definitions of a law. You can totally do it. It's not as hard as you think it is, but it is an entire sector of law that you don't know.
It's just an extra step.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
What would be the use of civil law in the United States? Would you say?
Besides Louisiana, none. Zero.
So
It's inapplicable.
it's more like if you get into some kind of international lawsuit that would be used. Or?
It would be used, yes. We
Okay.
do have civil lawyers, not civil rights lawyers, but civil law lawyers who are, present in Washington and New York, where the UN is held, and all those kind of places where we practice international law, that have to have that expertise in both kinds of law, for sure.
Is that maybe something you'd be interested in?
Fuck no. Right now, with the world the way it's looking,
Yeah.
fuck
I
no.
was about to add my current boss
Sure.
is an ex-international lawyer,
Awesome.
and he decided to stop being an international lawyer when he went through 9/11.
Yeah.
What do you mean when he went through 9/11?
I
He was
asked him
there?
a million times. Like, yeah, I mean, he was in New York. He was living in New York, and he saw 9/11 happen. He was like,
He's not for it.
"This is just not me, bro.
Yeah.
It's really not. I could die any day. I could have been in that building and died doing whatever fucking offered."
Oh, for sure.
So he decided to start the company that I work for currently. But he used to tell me that international lawyers just see a side of the world that, like, you see in movies as, like, the shadow realm. You know, like, these are, like, the top of the top people in the
It's
world.
the levers of power being moved
Of
on
course.
an
And
international
And one
level,
day you're in
it's-
Italy representing someone for a couple months, maybe years.
Next day you're in Austria or wherever the UN
doing
is
the
held.
exact
in
same
New
thing
York.
for the exact amount of time. And he was like, bro, I want to grow a family. I want to do shit.
Also,
Like,
one of the
yeah.
biggest things about international lawyers is they actually don't get paid that well unless you work with a private law firm internationally, like an American law firm in France, for instance. You're getting paid
What
very
kind of
well.
Wait, hold on. What kind of public international law firms are there?
Well, I mean, public
Like,
international.
who is that associated to? is
So
my
public
real
international
question.
law firms are mainly associated with the governments of the people that you're practicing with. So you could be a counsel of a private law firm, right?
Like
but
you're showing up to the Hague for like war crimes, that kind of deal.
yeah, so that would be like the
Okay.
ICC or the Hague, like the International Criminal Court of Justice.
Oh, yeah,
And-
copyright law, that kind of deal.
Sure, yeah, even
Yeah.
copyright law or crimes of mass destruction or even human rights crimes or violations like Venezuela. But those guys typically aren't being paid as well as the private law firms that are working directly with corporations in the private sector over the public sector.
But
It's a totally different thing.
That sounds like the same because you got corporate lawyers here that work for nonprofits that are trying doing things benevolently, and, fix shit.
Sure.
And there's corporate lawyers that get paid millions of dollars and do the
Sure.
exact opposite.
Sure.
So it's just like,
I mean, that's the name of the game.
yeah, it's just
It
like,
just depends on what you wanna do.
how good are you?
Oh, of course. You can
You
be
know.
you can be one of the best lawyers in either sector, public or private,
And make no money.
no money. That's the issue. But the best lawyers don't seek the money. They seek the purpose
Truth.
of what they're doing and the truth of what
Ideally,
they're doing for their
yes.
clients. Yeah,
Hopefully,
at the end
yeah.
of the day.
It's just, I'm so excited for what this year has.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
I don't think you guys have an idea. Like, I don't know. I feel like I could be a millionaire by the end of this
I mean, I'm
year,
trying to
you know?
fucking make money on this, but bro,
I mean, this is maybe some advice to both of you or people listening out there. Like, don't be weary or freaky about the stocks going through the roof right now with oil prices, right? What's it called, like Chevron, Valero, and all these kind of guys, or Phillips even. They have oil tankers and refineries all in Venezuela or in places of oil, right? And you think, oh, if I put my money in there now, kind of like a GameStop situation, it's gonna skyrocket. I wouldn't do it as an advisement. I would advise against putting your money in right now because you have no idea what's happening. Sure, there's some form of like increase in prices, but you don't know what's gonna happen within the next year. Everything might go to shit. I mean, yesterday, the United States was given about approximately 30 to 50 million barrels of crude oil from Venezuela as a sanction, and the Venezuelan government fully cooperated. But does that affect stock prices? For sure. But will it make you rich overnight? No.
No, 100% no. But that comes back to the thing that me and him have said over this podcast a lot. There is, with great catastrophe, there's always great opportunity.
Of course.
Mhm.
I mean, Nike just made a bunch of money off the fleeces.
And if you had invested in Nike the night before, you would have made at least $50.
maybe so. I mean, the markets are incredibly green right now with everything that's going on down there. You can put puts and calls on everything that's happening, but I would say the people that are becoming the wealthiest, I would say more than corporations and individuals would be nations.
But we also have people like the guy from the Big Short. What's his name?
Michael Burry.
Michael Murray.
Who bet against the market?
Burry.
Who's currently betting against the United States.
He's betting against.
No.
I think what he was betting on specifically, he was
The
betting
house mortgage.
a put on house mortgages, which, by the way, today Donald Trump announced.
No more corporations are allowed to buy single-family homes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Huge.
He also made a huge announcement.
Fuck Blackstone or BlackRock, whatever.
BlackRock. Blackstone's a defense company.
Yeah,
it's a different thing.
BlackRock, and he also made a comment. I think it was a couple 2 hours ago about American-made products being sent in full cooperation with the regime. I'm not going to call them the government because they're an illegitimate regime. To Venezuela. And when I say products, American-made products, I'm talking about medical devices, equipment, agriculture, food, all sorts of things that we have in our day-to-day. If you go to a Walgreens or Publix, I guess in our case, or like an H-E-B or Rouse's and all these supermarkets, supposedly we are supplying them with these products. Now, is that real? Is it actually going to happen? Are the people in that country actually going to see these improvements in their health and safety? We don't know. But will it be, in our term of what we've seen with the markets, will it be an improvement in the market? And if you invest in those kind of companies, will there be an improvement? Sure, for now. But in the future, we don't know.
We just gotta wait and see.
We gotta
wait and see. This year's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we'll see.
A lot of money to be made.
We'll still be here. We'll definitely still be here at this year. Why not? There's a reason not to. And with the beginning of this new year, I think me and the Rat Bastard and the Pony Boy would like to say thank you for everybody that listens.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. I know there's not many. I know there's only a few that are regulars. We love you. And yeah, best 2026 to you guys.
More to come.
Very lovely. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.